Pulling up everything. Make sure we rock and roll. Wait for this button for me. Here we go. All right, all right. Test one, test two. All right, there we go. Happy Sabbath, everybody.
Happy Sabbath.
It's good to stand here before you on the Lord's Sabbath day. As always, we're going to get started with the reading of the law, all the introductions and all the other creature comforts, and we'll go from there. So, Brother Charles, can we please go to Exodus chapter 20? Exodus 20 and verse 1. When you get there, go ahead and read.
And God spake all these words, saying, I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
That's right.
Thou shalt have no other gods before me.
That's right.
Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image, or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath.
That's right.
Or that is in the water under the earth.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them. For I, the Lord thy God, am a jealous God, visiting the iniquities of the fathers upon the children to the third and fourth generation of them that hate me.
Go ahead.
And showing mercy unto thousands of them that love me and keep my commandments.
Keep going.
Thou shalt not take the name of the Lord thy God in vain, for the Lord will not hold him guiltless that taketh his name in vain. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work. But the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. In it thou shalt not do any work, thou, nor thy son, nor thy daughter, thy manservant, nor thy maidservant, nor thy cattle, nor thy stranger that is within thy gates.
Go ahead.
For in 6 days the Lord made heaven and earth, the sea, and all that in them is, and rested the seventh day. Wherefore the Lord blessed the Sabbath day and hallowed it.
That's right.
Honor thy father and thy mother, that thy days may be long upon the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee. Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not commit adultery. Thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's house. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife, nor his manservant, nor his maidservant, nor his ox, nor his ass, nor anything that is thy neighbor's.
Appreciate that. Now let's go to Ecclesiastes chapter 12. We just heard the 10 Commandments, which Christ spoke to Moses. Christ, Brother Jerry, I thought that was God. Well, you haven't been here studying long enough. Ecclesiastes 12, verses 13 and 14. See if anything changed. Ecclesiastes 12, verses 13 and 14. When you get there, go ahead and read.
Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God and keep his commandments.
Go ahead.
For this is the whole duty of man.
That's right.
For God shall bring every work into judgment with every secret thing.
That's right.
Whether it be good or whether it be evil.
Whether it's good or whether it's evil. Last spot, Revelation 22, all the way at the end. All the way at the end. Revelation 22. And we're going to hit verses 14 and 15. 14 and 15. When you get there, go ahead and read.
Blessed are they that do his commandments, that they may have the right to the tree of life, and may enter in through the gates into the city.
And may enter into the gates. They're allowed entry. Go ahead.
For without are dogs.
Well, outside are dogs. Go ahead.
And sorcerers. And whoremongers.
Right.
And murderers. And idolaters. And whosoever loveth and maketh a lie.
And whosoever makes a lie and whosoever loved the lie that they made. All right. Appreciate that, Brother Charles.
Yes, sir.
Like I said, good afternoon, everyone.
Afternoon.
It's good to stand before you here on the Lord's Sabbath day. And for those who may not know, my name is Brother Jerry here at the Israel God, Washington, D.C. And my esteemed reader and colleagues, Brother Charles. How you doing, Charles?
Happy Sabbath, sir.
Pound it, pound it. And what we're gonna deal with, like I said, as always, we like to deal with timely lessons. Sometimes they're in season, sometimes they're out of season. You have to deal with different subjects at different times. And this is one that I haven't dealt with in a while. I dealt with a variation called the parable of the sower of the seeds. But this one is actually a little different. This is a adjacent parable that we see in the scriptures. But what we're going to focus on today is being able to understand that you must equip your own selves with some discernment. Discernment is another form of knowledge or wisdom. It's just it helps you to make judgment calls, whether it's this or that. Sometimes you have things that are what they would say black or white, on and off, this or that. Sometimes it requires some nuance, and the Lord helps you through those situations to understand when and how to apply the nuance.
Yes, sir.
A lot of people that came here, a lot of people, not all, drove cars, right?
Mm-hmm.
Does your car come with a gas and a brake?
Yes, it does.
But you have to know at what time and what a pressure to apply which.
Mm-hmm.
Different situations. So it's not just gas or brake, gas or brake. It's you have to understand that that's called nuance. So that's what we're going to see within this is the Lord upgrading your understanding to have discernment in different situations. Because what you're doing is you're spotting information that may be that may be detrimental, or you're spotting anything that may be detrimental, so that way you know what to avoid. Sometimes the potholes don't always have a construction sign and a warning sign.
That's it.
You just realize it when you hit it, right?
Mhm.
And you got that flat tire.
Mm-hmm.
But your vision starts catching inconsistencies to say, that's a pothole. Let me go ahead and make an adjustment now before I hit it and blow out my tire.
Hmm.
So what we're going to do is we're going to start with Revelation chapter 12.
Yes, sir.
Because people, when they come here, they put their guards down.
Mm-hmm.
And they say, whoo, I've made it to the house of God. I'm not part of the Sunday group that doesn't want to keep the commandments. I made it here and I'm scot-free.
Mm-mm.
You let your guard down prematurely.
That's it.
I'm saying this from experience because I brought a lot of people in and I've seen a lot of people go out the back door.
Mm-hmm.
Revelation 12 and verse 7, let's set the stage of what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Revelation 12 and verse 7, when you get there, go ahead and read.
And there was war in heaven.
Hold on, in heaven?
Yes, in heaven.
Heaven, everything is beautiful. The Father, the Son, all the holy angels up there. Why is there war in heaven? Because we're setting the stage to let you know that if could be war in heaven, don't think you're going to be scot-free here on earth. Go ahead.
Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought and his angels.
Oh, you ain't supposed to do no fighting. Well, that's what someone would try to inform you. No, this fighting, this was an actual fight here, but this was a contending for the truth and the word of God.
Mm-hmm.
Someone was going against it, someone was going for it. Go ahead.
And prevailed not.
And didn't prevail. Go ahead.
Neither was their place found anymore in heaven.
And then they end up losing their spot in heaven. Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
And the dragon was cast out. That old serpent called the devil and Satan.
So he has different names: the great dragon, the old serpent, the devil, and Satan. A lot of his names. Go ahead.
Which deceiveth the whole world.
Which deceives who?
The whole world.
Go ahead.
He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him.
Now, where do you find yourself walking? Are you walking in heaven or are you walking on earth?
On earth.
So you are already in enemy territory.
Yes, sir.
So that means you have to have a different mindset. Hold up. I'm surrounded by a litany, 1/3 of a numerable amount of angels that's trying to knock me off my game. Because it started off with the war in heaven. So we understand you are in enemy territory. But let's go to Ecclesiastes 3. Ecclesiastes 3. When I played sports, sometimes we would go into an opposing team's locker room and stadium thinking everything is sweet and mess around and get punched in the mouth. Why? Because you thought everything was just cruise control now. That's when you let your guard down, and that's when you get affected the most. I'm trying to tell you, keep your guards up because Satan is not done. Satan has not hit the lake of fire yet. Satan hits the lake of fire right before Judgment Day hits.
That's it.
He ain't there yet.
Teach.
That means he's busy now.
Teach.
He is on his job. He actually has a job. Ecclesiastes 3 and verse 1. Because as with everything, there's times when God makes certain things happen. So we're going to walk this down in Ecclesiastes 3. When you get there, go ahead and read.
To everything, there is a season.
Everything, there's a season. Go ahead.
And a time to every purpose.
And a time to every purpose. Because God's the one doing the real work. So he does it in seasons and times. Go ahead.
Under the heaven.
Uh-huh.
A time to be born.
A time to be born. Go ahead.
And a time to die.
Right. So all of us in here have went through the time to be born, but we have not went through the death part yet. Go ahead.
A time to plant.
A time to plant.
And a time to pluck up that which is planted.
So just like in renovation, there's a time to start building things. There's a time to destroy things.
Yes,
go ahead.
A time to kill.
And
a time to heal.
So there's a time even for that. Go ahead.
A time to break down.
Right.
And a time to build up. A time
where the Lord is doing, just like you see throughout the city, there's always something going on.
Yes, sir.
They're condemning this house and they're starting this new construction project over here.
That's it.
They just got done demolishing this road and doing construction. This one, they just opened a new highway. Same thing. There's different things happening to different people at different times, but God's controlling all of it. Go ahead.
A time to weep.
A time to weep.
And a time to laugh.
And a time to laugh. There's some people that's at the comedy show and there's some people that's burying their mother at the funeral home.
That's it.
Different things. Go ahead.
A time to mourn.
And
a time to dance.
A
time to cast away stones.
And
a time to gather stones together.
A
time to embrace.
Right.
And a time to refrain from embracing.
Hold on. There's even a time where you're supposed to refrain from embracing.
That's what we read.
See, what you're doing is you're trying to understand the discernment of what time it is for which. I don't go to a funeral home and start laughing, do I?
No.
Wrong time for that, isn't it? I don't go to a comedy show and start crying and weeping. Wrong time for that. You have to have the discernment that am I doing the right thing at the right time in the right place?
That's it.
Go ahead.
Top of verse 6.
A
time to get.
A time to get.
And a time to lose.
Right. There's a time that you just signed that contract for that house, and there's a time that that car just got repossessed. Go ahead.
A time to keep.
And
a time to cast away.
There's a time when you keep something because, man, that's good doctrine. And there's a time that, hey, I was mistaught. I thought also Christmas was Jesus' birthday. I had to cast that away. Different times for different things. Go ahead.
A time to rent.
And
a time to sow. A time to keep silence. And a time to speak.
There's a time to not say nothing, and there's a time where you got to raise your voice. Go ahead.
A time to love. And a time to hate.
Hold on. No, they'll say no. There's never that.
No.
That's not what the book says. There is a time for that, but we have the proper application of that.
Yes, sir.
We don't just use that willy-nilly. Go ahead.
A time of war. And a time of peace.
A time of war, and there's even peacetime. All these things we understand because we apply it in our normal lives. We just understand that from a religious aspect, there's a time and place for it too, religiously. Now jump down to verse 16. Go ahead.
And moreover, I saw under the sun the place of judgment.
Now this is King Solomon, right?
The
wisest man that ever lived other than Christ. And he's saying, I've looked and I've observed something. Go ahead.
That wickedness was there.
So he said, moreover, under the sun, the place of judgment. That's talking about the house of the Lord.
That's it.
Wickedness was there. Go ahead.
And the place of righteousness.
And the place where righteousness should be. Go ahead.
That iniquity was there.
Iniquity was hiding in there too. But if you let your guard down, you think everything is peaches and cream. Everything is good. But no, what we're doing is we're letting the Bible tell us, no, you got to stay on guard at all times.
Teach.
Because you don't know who may try you at what time. That's the end of verse 16. Give me 17. Go ahead.
I said in mine heart, God shall judge the righteous and the wicked.
He shall judge the righteous and the wicked. Go ahead.
For there is a time there for every purpose and for every work.
There is a time for every purpose and every work. So all those things that we were reading, a time for this, a time for that. God was doing all that. Well, hold on, a time to kill. God was behind that. We can read that too.
That's it.
We can read that someone's being born. God was behind that. We can read where he opens the womb. All these different things. He is in control. But what we're going to do is, because we, like I said, we're dealing with the wheat, the tares, and the harvest in the end. But that's a parable in the New Testament. Before I go to the New Testament, I need to show different variations of it in the Old.
Teach.
Let's go now to Isaiah chapter 5. He didn't just start with the New Testament. We have to go back and read other examples where he uses vegetation to teach what's going on between people's behavior. That's what this whole lesson is about. The behavior of men and women. So what we're going to do is we're going to go in Isaiah chapter 5 because that is what made Solomon so wise. God gave him wisdom, and then he had a situation. Hold up. One person saying one thing, another person saying another thing, and their testimony is conflicting. So based upon him changing the condition, the behavior exposed who was who. Which one was the mother? Which one wasn't?
That's it.
But that was the wisdom of God. That was high discernment. That discernment was so high that all Israel knew God had them fill that man with the Spirit of God.
Mm-hmm.
He gave him that spirit of judgment.
Yes, sir.
But a lot of people don't know about these things. Who's controlling the mindsets? Isaiah 5 and verse 1. 5 and 1. Let's get it. Because what the Lord does, he uses natural things to teach spiritual things.
That's it.
The natural first and after that which is spiritual. So you get the spiritual understanding.
Mm-hmm.
Isaiah 5 and 1. When you get there, go ahead and read.
Now will I sing to my well-beloved
Uh-huh.
a song of my beloved touching his vineyard.
Touching his vineyard. Go ahead.
My well-beloved hath a vineyard in a very fruitful hill.
So this vineyard is talking about people, but we're still using vegetation and agriculture. Go ahead, give me verse 2.
And he fenced it.
He fenced it.
And gathered out the stones thereof.
In other words, he's taking good care of it. He putting a fence around it. He getting all the stones that may mess up his growth. Go ahead.
And planted it with the choicest vine.
Uh-huh.
And built a tower in the midst of it.
Uh-huh.
And also made a winepress therein.
All this. Go ahead.
And he looked that it should bring forth grapes.
Because he's looking for some what?
Grapes.
Go ahead.
And it brought forth wild grapes.
So he was looking for grapes, but it brought forth wild grapes.
Wild grapes.
So he's like, no, I'm not looking for the wild grapes. I can't make wine with this. I'm looking for regular grapes.
Mm-hmm.
Yet again, vegetation. Go ahead.
And now, O inhabitants of Jerusalem,
right?
And the men of Judah,
right?
Judge, I pray you, betwixt me and my vineyard.
And now he's asking for Israel to now apply righteous judgments.
That's it.
Judge, because this is not talking about vegetation. Judge between me and my people. Which one of us has deviated? Which one stayed the course?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
What could have been done more to my vineyard?
What else could I have done? I gave them everything when I brought them out of Egypt. Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
That I have not done in it.
Uh-huh.
Wherefore, when I looked that it should bring forth grapes.
That I'm looking for righteousness. That's what this grape is. Just like the fruit of the Spirit. I'm looking for righteousness after I've benefited these people. Go ahead.
Brought it forth wild grapes.
But it brought forth wild grapes. Go ahead.
And now go to,
I
will tell you what I will do to my vineyard.
So let me tell you this. I'm going to give you a heads up before I do it of what I will do to my vineyard. Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
I will take away the hedge.
I'm going to take away the hedge, meaning the angelic protection. Mm-hmm. The hedge of his protection. I will remove the righteous angels so that way they are exposed to all the elements. Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
It shall be eaten up.
Uh-huh.
And break down the wall thereof.
Uh-huh.
It shall be trodden down.
And it shall be trodden down. Go ahead.
And I will lay it waste.
Uh-huh.
It shall not be pruned nor digged.
So I'm not even going to remove the weeds anymore. Uh-huh. The weeds are going to take over this vineyard. Go ahead.
But there shall come up briars and thorns.
Briars and thorns. Go ahead.
I will also command the clouds that they rain no rain upon
and
it.
I'm going to stay the rain. That way they receive no dew from heaven, no word of God, or even no finances.
Teach.
So now they're going to be famished in two different ways. Go ahead, give me verse 7.
For the vineyard of the Lord of hosts is the house of Israel.
Oh, that's what this Old Testament parable was. The vineyard or the Lord of hosts is the whole house of Israel. Go ahead.
And the men of Judah, his pleasant plant.
Because they were the ones that were supposed to maintain the vineyard. The pleasant plant. Go ahead.
And he looked for judgment.
He looked for what?
For judgment.
Oh, that's what those grapes were. Righteous judgment. Go ahead.
But behold, oppression.
But he found oppression instead. Go ahead.
For righteousness.
For righteousness.
But behold, a cry.
But people are crying out because they're being oppressed in Israel by Israel.
Teach.
Big difference of what we're seeing here. This verse 7 lets you know that 1 through 6 was a parable to get you to see men's behavior. Judge between me and my vineyard concerning the behavior that I'm seeing in Israel. But you think, because remember, these were the holy people of the Lord that came out of Egypt, right?
That's it.
You think that, well, I'm amongst them now, so I'm good to go. And you have another thing coming. Jeremiah 24, he shows it a different way. We don't just see this when we hit the New Testament. We're going to see it a couple of different ways.
Yes, sir.
Jeremiah 24, we're going to see another rendition of why these people are in this condition, but he keeps using vegetation and agriculture to make the same point. So when you see in the New Testament, it shouldn't sound new. It should sound like, oh yeah, I know what he's saying because he's been saying it.
That's it.
He said, I'm the Lord God, I change not.
That's it.
But then nowadays, soon as someone says, well, I follow Jesus, they think it's just New Testament. And it's like, oh my goodness. You think something new started in Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. No, it's not nothing new. We know this. That's why the apostle said we have one lawgiver.
That's it.
The same one that spoke back there is the same one that was speaking in the Gospels. So now, Jeremiah 24 and verse 1. 24 and 1, because this is all about you raising your, I can't say you raise your discernment. Only God can give you that next level of discernment. I would pray to God that he will raise your discernment as you move and you walk. Go ahead.
The Lord showed me, and behold, 2 baskets of figs were set before the temple of the Lord.
2 baskets of figs. Go ahead.
After that, Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, had carried away captive Jeconiah, the son of Jehoiakim, king of Judah, and the princes of Judah, with the carpenters and smiths from Jerusalem, and had brought them to Babylon.
So he's going back to the time when the southern kingdom was still in power. Northern kingdom was already taken to slavery. The southern kingdom's still here. Jehoiakim, Jehoiachin, and Zedekiah. Those are the last 3 kings that they had. But we're focusing more on the baskets than we are the kings. Verse 2. Go ahead.
1 basket had very good figs.
1 basket had good figs. Go ahead.
Even like the figs that are first ripe.
That's right.
And the other basket had very naughty figs.
And the other basket had very naughty figs. Go ahead.
Which could not be eaten. They were so bad.
Right, because it was like showing one basket was good, the other side was putrid. I can't deal with this. So we're seeing 2 baskets giving the same analogy. Go ahead, give me verse 3.
Then said the Lord unto me, What seest thou, Jeremiah?
So Jeremiah, tell me what you see. Go ahead.
And I said, figs.
Figs.
The good figs.
Very
good. And the evil.
Right.
Very evil.
Very evil. Go ahead.
That cannot be eaten. They are so evil.
Right. And it's interesting that we're talking about food, but he's calling this food evil because we know where we're going. Go ahead. Give me verse 4. Go ahead.
Again, the word of the Lord came unto me saying, Thus saith the Lord, the God of Israel, like these good figs, so will I acknowledge them that are carried away captive of Judah.
So even though you've been carried away in captivity from Judah, he said, I will acknowledge the good figs. Go ahead.
Whom I have set out of this place into the land of the Chaldeans for their good.
He said, I'm the one that sent them out of the place. This is my house. I kicked them out of my own house. Go ahead.
For I will set mine eyes upon them for good. And I will bring them again to this land.
So you could be in captivity and find yourself getting blessed. Because he said, I will look upon them for good. Go ahead.
And I will build them and not pull them down. And I will plant them and not pluck them up.
Planting and plucking up. Go ahead.
For I will give them a heart to know me.
But that's the difference. Everyone don't have that heart. A heart to know me. You cannot know him if you aren't keeping his commandments. Go ahead.
That I am the Lord.
That I am the Lord. Go ahead.
And they shall be my people.
Go ahead.
And I will be their God.
Go ahead.
For they shall return unto me with their whole heart.
So while in captivity, they will mentally turn unto God with their whole heart this time.
Yes, sir.
So that's what we're seeing happening in regards to the good figs. But verse 8, go ahead.
And as the evil figs, which cannot be eaten, they are so evil.
They are so evil. Go ahead.
Surely thus saith the Lord.
No, hold on. Yeah, keep going.
So will I give Zedekiah the king of Judah. You want to keep going?
Yep, keep going.
And his princes and the residue of Jerusalem that remain in this land and them that dwell in the land of Egypt.
What will he do with them? Verse 9.
And I will deliver them to be removed into all the kingdoms of the earth.
Now it didn't say I'm going to have you migrate from Germany in 1948. Did it say that?
No, remove.
So it has to be in all the kingdoms of the earth.
All the kingdoms.
Please tell me when they spent time in Haiti or Jamaica, Venezuela. That's a different group of people.
That's it.
That's another way to fool you. Go ahead.
To be a reproach.
A reproach.
And a proverb. A taunt and a curse.
Right.
In places where I shall drive them.
In all the places where I drive them, I have yet to drive through DC, coming through Northwest Florida Avenue, Branch Avenue, doesn't matter, and find a single Jewish person asking for money. Because he said they need to be reproach, a taunt, and a curse because they're under the curse.
That's it.
But I don't see them doing that. No, I see them in the Federal Reserve setting interest rates. This isn't hard, but men's bias blocked them from understanding truth.
That's it.
Go ahead.
Verse 10.
10.
And I will send the sword,
And when they get there, I'm going to send the sword, go ahead,
the famine,
and famine,
and the pestilence
and pestilence,
among them,
go ahead.
till they be consumed from off the land that I gave unto them and to their fathers.
There it is. That is what's happening. But he used two separate baskets of figs, which, like I said, is a vegetation. But he's showing one that he accepts, one that he rejects. Because, yes, they may be among each other, but that doesn't mean just because they're by proximity close by doesn't automatically mean that they're accepted. Your individual behavior is what determines whether or not he accepts or whether he rejects you. But let's go now to Matthew 13, because I want to get to the direct parable. Matthew 13. I just wanted to show that there's nothing new under the sun, and we see this from other angles when you deal with the Old and the New Testament.
Sir, solemn.
In fact, when you just deal with the New Testament, you've blinded yourself on even what the New Testament says, because it keeps quoting the Old Testament.
That's it.
Matthew 13. Matthew 13. Like I said, we're aiming for increased discernment. Matthew 13 and 34, when you get there, Brother Charles, go ahead and read.
All these things spake Jesus unto the multitude in parables.
All these things he spake by parables, go ahead.
And without a parable spake he not unto them.
So he did not speak to them without a parable. So that's how we know for his entire ministry, he was using parables,
Yes, sir.
which is actually fulfillment of another Old Testament prophecy. So we understand that, but now I need to go backwards to verse 24 because I need to show the mode and methodology of how he taught. He taught them on the Sabbath day, he read the Old Testament, and he taught in parables. Now we're going to back up to verse 24. When you get there, go ahead and read.
Another parable put he forth unto them, saying, The kingdom of heaven is likened unto a man which sowed good seed in his field.
Okay, he's like, the kingdom is like which a man sowed good seed in his field. Go ahead.
But while men slept.
While men what?
Men slept.
So while men are asleep, like we would say, you sleep at the wheel. Go ahead.
His enemy came and sowed tares among the wheat.
The enemy comes among this same wheat and sows tares. You have to understand that strategy. The enemy doesn't put the tares in a whole separate location. The enemy brings the tares and brings them among the wheat. Because if those who don't know, weeds will take over the actual grain or the actual substance that you're looking to work with.
Teach.
So the enemy brings it in-house for those who don't know. Go ahead.
And went his way.
And then he backed out like, oh, I had nothing to do with it. I'm out the picture now. Go ahead.
But when the blade was sprung up and brought forth fruit, then appeared the tares also.
Then the tares appeared. Go ahead.
So the servants of the household came and said unto him,
right?
Sir, didst not thou sow good seed in thy field?
Right.
From whence then hath it tares?
In other words, when now the behavior starts showing, well, Lord, didn't you sow good seed? Then why do I see so many people misbehaving? Because that's what we ain't talking about vegetation here. Go ahead.
He said unto them, an enemy hath done this.
The enemy has done this. Go ahead.
The servant said unto him, wilt thou then that we go and gather them up?
So in other words, you can lie to men all you want, but you can't fool God. And the angel's like, we could go get rid of them right now. But watch the Lord's wisdom. Not yet. We're going to give him a little bit more time. Because there's a reason why. Go ahead.
But he said, nay.
Nay.
Lest while ye gather up the tares, ye root up also the wheat with them.
Now, if you gather the tares up, some of the wheat going to get rooted up too. Why? Because the wheat sometimes don't know everything that the tares are doing.
That's it.
And so when they see a tare fall and they thought they was wheat, it messes up their walk. Well, maybe my faith or belief is for nothing because look at what happened to this person that I thought was righteous. So he's like, no, because I don't want to mess up the other people who don't see everything. Because remember, the Lord sees what you can't see.
Teach.
Remember that.
That's it.
But they like, hey, we can get rid of him right now. Give him a moment. Go ahead. What verse we at?
Top of verse 30.
Go ahead.
Let both grow together.
Let both grow together. Go ahead.
Until the harvest.
Until the harvest. Go ahead.
And in the time of harvest, I will say to the reapers, gather you together first the tares, and bind them in bundles to burn them, but gather the wheat into my barn.
That's when the separation is going to be made. He said, right now, I'm going to let them grow together, but I'm going to get them in the end. Jump to verse 36. because I want him to break it down himself. Verse 36. Go ahead.
Then Jesus sent the multitude away
Uh-huh.
and went into the house,
Uh-huh.
and his disciples came unto him, saying, Declare unto us the parable of the tares of the field.
Yeah, break down that parable a little bit more for us. Go ahead.
He answered and said unto them, He that soweth the good seed is the Son of Man.
Uh-huh.
The
So that's him.
Uh-huh.
He's the one sowing the good seed, the Son of Man. Go ahead.
The field is the world.
The field is the world. Go ahead.
The good seed are the children of the kingdom.
And the good seed, that's the children that's going to get in the kingdom. Go ahead.
But the tares are the children of the wicked one.
So he didn't just say the tares are the wicked one.
Are the children.
The children of the wicked one, because people forget that Satan has children.
That's what we read.
By their behavior.
Mhm.
Go ahead.
The enemy that soweth them is the devil.
That's right. That's exactly who it is. Go ahead.
The harvest is the end of the world.
And the harvest, in other words, when I separate them, is at the end of the world. Go ahead.
And the reapers are the angels.
And the reapers are the what?
Are the angels.
The reapers are the angels. Give me that next verse.
As therefore the tares are gathered and burned in the fire, so shall it be in the end of this world.
And the end of the world. So no one is in the fire yet because we're not at the end of the world. But that's another way to walk down that doctrine. So we saw very simply that under the good seed parable, because I like getting basics, the sower of the good seed is the Son of Man. The field is the world. The tares are the children of the wicked one. The enemy is the devil. The harvest is the end of the world. The reapers are the angels, the one that's ready to get rid of them. And then you have the tares, which are designated to be burned if they remain a tare. So we're walking this down slowly. Okay? What verse you at?
Top of 41.
Give me 41.
The Son of Man shall send forth his angels.
Because he's commanding the angels. Go ahead.
And they shall gather out of his kingdom all things that offend.
That offend.
And then them which do iniquity.
So anyone in the kingdom offending and doing iniquity, he's going to have the security take him to the door. Go ahead.
And shall cast them into a furnace of fire. There shall be wailing and gnashing of teeth.
That's right. Go ahead.
Then shall the righteous shine forth as the sun in the kingdom of their Father.
But that's the wheat. The righteous shine forth as of the kingdom of the sun. Go ahead.
Who hath ears to hear, let him hear.
But everyone don't have ears to hear that. That's why he said, he who have ears to hear, let him hear. So now we're seeing that there will be a separation. One will be shining, one won't be shining, one will be burning. But it's wheat and tares. But he lets them stay together just a little longer because some wheat don't have the strength to observe a tare getting removed violently. Some don't have the stomach for it. But let's go further. Let's go now to 2 Timothy chapter 2. 2 Timothy chapter 2. And while you're turning there, I'm going to walk this down just a little bit further because sometimes people just read it and stay at the surface level. I'm going to take a little bit deeper. So now we saw one side, which was the wheat, correct?
Yes.
So let's just see what wheat is for, because sometimes people may not understand what this is talking about, especially when you hear the word fruit. Sometimes it's even referred to as fruit, but it's not talking about apples and pears and bananas and oranges. But this is still considered a fruit. But I'll get even more specific. Can you read that for me? What does it say for wheat?
Wheat. Wheat is a cereal grass from the genus Triticum, and it's edible grain.
Edible grain. Edible means you can eat it. Go ahead.
Which is a major global food staple. People grind their grain into flour to make bread, pasta, and baked goods.
So you use this to actually make food from. This is still in the grocery stores to this very day. So then you have the opposite. Well, actually, we're going to walk down some of these attributes of what you'll see what we have. Because we're not sticking with grain. We're talking about people's behavior. So walk down some of the attributes of what we have.
Attributes. Selflessness.
Selflessness.
Orderly. Humble. Obedient. Love. Peace. Long suffering.
Keep going.
Faith.
Keep going.
Meekness. Temperate. Merciful. Peacemaking. Righteousness. Integrity. Wisdom. Discernment. Faithfulness. Fear of the Lord.
Fear of the Lord.
Selflessness.
Selflessness.
And
go ahead.
unity.
And unity. So all these things are attributes of what we actually have when you are looking with your spiritual eye. And now we need to contrast that with the opposite. So now you have tares. Tares look a lot like wheat, especially in the beginning. Until the fruit starts appearing, then you start noticing the tare for what it is. So explain what a tare is here.
Darnel.
That's the actual scientific term. It's actually called darnel. Go ahead.
sometimes called a poisonous darnel,
sometimes called poisonous darnel. Go ahead.
is a common name for Lilium
Yes, it's some wild names. Right. Go ahead.
and other weedy ryegrasses that grow in the grain fields. It looks almost identical to wheat until it matures.
It looks almost identical until it matures. That's what this darnel, or what they call a tear, is. Go ahead.
And its seed can become a toxic to its infected.
If infected, go ahead.
With a fungus. Darnel poisoning symptoms are severe nausea.
So when you eat it, you get darnel poisoning. So if you mistakenly eat a tear thinking it was wheat, you could get darnel poisoning. And what are those symptoms? Go ahead.
Severe nausea.
Severe nausea.
Vomiting. Convulsions.
Unconsciousness.
Paralysis. And even death.
And it can even kill you for misidentifying a tear for wheat. Lord know what he's doing. That's why I need to take a little bit deeper, because sometimes we're on the surface level. We don't do surface level here. We go with what the Lord has shown me. Now we see what that is, right?
Yes, sir.
Perfect. Now I told you to call 2 Timothy
chapter 2.
Chapter 2, right?
Verse 19.
Perfect. Go ahead.
Nevertheless.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I forgot to give you the attributes of a tear. We gave the scientific definition. Let's see the behavior, the attributes of a tear.
Yes, sir.
Because we're going spiritual. Give me the attributes. Go ahead.
Self-willed.
Oh, that's the opposite of selflessness, right? Self-will. What I want to do. Go ahead.
Carnal-minded.
Hatred.
Strife.
Impatience.
Stubbornness.
That's even called stubbornness is the same sin as witchcraft. Go ahead.
Disobedient.
Unbelief.
Pride. Lack of self-control.
No self-control. Go ahead.
Arrogance. Unrighteousness.
Keep going.
Dishonesty. Unforgiveness. Impatience.
Yep.
Covetousness. Greed. Inhospitality. Unfaithfulness. Love of the world.
Go ahead.
No fear of the Lord. Division. Corrupt. Corrupt speech. Partiality. And sexual immorality.
All of these fall under the tear category as far as behavior. Thank you for that, because like I said, I'm not here talking about vegetation. I'm not a farmer. I'm a preacher.
Teach.
So now I'm getting back to the preaching, so that way you can have discernment of men and women's behavior.
Yes, sir.
So now let's go to 2 Timothy chapter 2, which I had you turn to, and pick it up at verse 19. Verse 19. When you get there, go ahead and read.
Nevertheless, the foundation of God stands sure.
What is that foundation? That's that same word you have in your lap. It stands sure. Go ahead.
Having hit this seal, the Lord knoweth them that are his.
The Lord knows them that are his. Cain and Abel, 2 brothers, same location, same time, but he knew which one was his. Same thing to this very day. The Lord knows who's his. Go ahead.
And let everyone that nameth the name of Christ depart.
Now that's a difference. Let everyone that does what? Nameth the name of Christ. So if you call yourself a Christian.
That's it.
Do what?
Depart from iniquity.
Depart from what?
Iniquity.
So you have to depart from iniquity if you're going to name the name of Christ. Because what happens is you now start getting yourself in trouble because you claim to be a Christian or be an ambassador of Christ, but people see you breaking his commandments and you're going to get yourself in trouble. That's called presumptuous sin. And we're going to take a look at that. Some people in the world, they don't know. People have never been exposed to it. I don't have a problem. This is not about them. This is a in-house for those that know better but choose not to do better.
Teach.
Go ahead.
Verse 20. But in a great house, there are not only vessels of gold and of silver.
And I had to learn this when I first started. I said, hold up. I thought I left the world, and it let me find out that some of the world follow me in the church.
Yes, sir.
In a great house, there's not only vessels of gold and silver. Go ahead.
But also of wood and of earth.
Wood and earth. One is valuable in the eyes of God, one not so much. Go ahead.
And some to honor.
Some to honor.
And some to dishonor.
And some to dishonor. But that's in the great house, right?
That's it.
Go ahead. Give me verse 21.
If a man therefore purge himself from these.
And that's the part I love. Everyone has the chance to purge themselves. That is open to everyone. If a man purge himself from these, go ahead.
He shall be a vessel unto honor.
Because if you decide to hang around and be more like the wood and the earth, you're going to take on wood and earth characteristics.
That's it.
But if you purge yourself, in other words, back up from those that's behaving like that, you're going to start to become more and more a vessel of honor. Go ahead.
Sanctified
Sanctified.
and meet for the master's use.
And now the real use that he has for you, he can deal with you now because you have been purged. Everyone wants to jump into a position, but sometimes they need to understand I got to get purged first.
That's it.
So, because I don't want to use a dirty glass for my water. I got to purge and clean it out first, then I can fill it with the water. Go ahead.
And prepared unto every good work.
And prepared unto every what?
Good work.
Every good work, which is a sign of wheat. In other words, that's a sign of production. A sign of production. But Romans 16. So when you have your eyes on outside and inside the church, you start being able to do what Paul said here. Romans 16. This is an area that I had to grow at and realize, okay, there's another level to this.
That's it.
I thought I was safe, and I didn't realize, no, now I deal with the advanced demons. The advanced devils, the one that could quote some word to you. It's another level. Romans 16 and verse 16. When you get there, go ahead and read.
Salute one another with a holy kiss.
Greet each other with a holy kiss. Go ahead.
The churches of Christ salute you.
Go ahead.
Now I beseech you, brethren.
I beseech you, like, take my advice, brethren. Go ahead.
Mark them which cause divisions.
Do what?
Which cause divisions.
No, you're going to hurt somebody's feelings if you do that.
Mark them which cause divisions.
So you have to keep your eyes on to be able to point out, okay, this is the one that's going to cause some division. Go ahead.
And offenses contrary to the doctrine which ye have learned.
And offenses that's going to go contrary to the doctrine or the word of God. In other words, keep your eye on, because what people don't realize is the Lord is filtering his church. They think once I'm in, I'm good. No, it's still a filtration process. Because what's happening is he's seeing that, okay, I'm going to see if they've really been listening to my word and applying it, or if they're just taking up space. So there's a wave of filtration that comes through, and you start seeing some of the dross removed. You see some of the more scum removed. And it happens after wave after wave after wave. That's why you start saying, man, remember when such was here 3 years ago? I haven't seen them in forever. Right, because the filtration process is still operating, because the Lord is trying to check out to see who stays around that's approved. We could read that.
That's it.
In fact, we will read that. In other words, if the false doctrine didn't remove you, because it says don't go after every wind of doctrine, if the false doctrine didn't remove you, you're approved that you've made it past that test.
That's it.
We forget that God gives quizzes and pop quizzes and tests too. We're going to see that. I want verse 17 from the top.
Now I beseech you, brethren, mark them which cause divisions,
right,
and offenses contrary to the doctrine which ye have learned.
That's right.
And avoid them.
And do what?
And avoid them.
And avoid them. Purge yourself of these. Give me verse 18.
For they that are such serve not our Lord Jesus Christ.
Everybody didn't come here to serve Christ. Go ahead.
But their own belly.
But their own flesh. Everybody's not on the same page, even though you could be in the same building. Finish it out.
And by good words.
Good words.
And fair speeches.
Fair speeches.
Deceive
Go ahead.
the hearts of the simple.
And that's the ones that could get deceived. The hearts of the what?
Simple.
Simple. But when you establish and rooted in the faith, it don't move you.
Yes, sir.
It don't shake you at all. But some people that aren't established yet, it kind of rocks them a little bit until the Lord builds you up more and more. That's the end of
verse 18.
18?
Yes, sir.
Perfect. Let's go to, because this isn't starting here in Romans 16. Go to Exodus 15.
Yep.
I need to show that you are serving a God that will test you on the spot. Don't they do that at some of the jobs? They do a drop-by inspection, a no-knock, all different things where they're checking something out unannounced. You think Job got a warning before his test?
Nope.
He didn't get no warning.
Calamity.
He said, all right, Job, it's going to get a little rough.
Nope.
Nah. It was a whole conversation between God and Satan, but he was not a privy member to that conversation.
They were partying.
So guess what happens when you say, I'm departing evil and I'm hanging on to righteousness? You think your name ain't come up in God's lips concerning to one that might have to go through a test? People want the high knowledge, but sometimes the Lord wants experience in getting that knowledge. Exodus 15 and verse 22. 15 and 22. When you get there, go ahead and read.
So Moses brought Israel from the Red Sea.
That's right. So he rescued them. Go ahead.
And they went out into the wilderness of Shur.
Uh-huh.
And they went 3 days in the wilderness,
right,
and found no water.
So they made it to the Red Sea, 3 days, no water. Go ahead.
And when they came to Marah, they could not drink of the waters of Marah, for they were bitter.
Because it was bitter. Go ahead.
Therefore, the name of it was called Marah.
Right. In other words, it was putrid water. Like, we can't drink that. Go ahead.
And the people murmured against Moses, saying, what shall we drink?
But I don't see where anyone said they praised the Lord in their thirst. Their first response was to jump on the person that they see the most.
That's it.
That's why I don't come up here as a luxury like, oh, Brother Jerry, that was a fantastic lesson. Right. Soon as the conditions change, I'm going to be the first one getting your blame. And I already know that. I've already mentally prepared myself, as Bowie has showed me. Go ahead.
And he cried unto the Lord.
And he cried unto the Lord.
And the Lord showed him a tree.
So he is the only one that said, Lord, please show us what we shall do concerning these people's condition. Go ahead. He showed him a tree.
Which when he had cast into the waters, the waters were made sweet.
So he threw this tree in the water. It was like, you know how they have what's called stagnant water, turns green and dark. You can't see nothing. Can't drink that. He throws a tree in the water, and it's like it's spring water. It's like Aquafina and all that other fancy water that y'all like to drink. Well, no, they're like smart water, pH balanced water. All of a sudden, the pH balance was perfect. In other words, go ahead.
There he made for them a statute and an ordinance, and there he proved them.
And there he did what?
He proved them.
There, the Lord was proving them. That it wasn't just that they came out of Egypt. You still have to go through these other pop quizzes. I just proved you. Go ahead, 26.
And said, if thou wilt diligently hearken to the voice of the Lord thy God,
there it is,
and will do that which is right in his sight, and will give ear to his commandments,
right,
and keep all his statutes,
right,
will I put none of these diseases upon thee, which I have brought upon the Egyptians, for I am the Lord that healeth thee.
I'm the one that controls the show. But they had to go the whole congregation was tested at one time, because just like if you got a new car, you're gonna take it on the road and open it up a little bit, ain't you? You're gonna see what it can actually do.
Yep.
That's what he does when he now has you, because we could read that when they came through the Red Sea that he purchased them.
Yes, sir.
So now that he purchased them, he's gonna test them out, see what they can go through, what they can take, to see what's gonna make them tick or what's gonna make them abandon ship. Because Israel will abandon ship to this very day.
That's it.
That's the end of verse 26, right?
Yes, sir.
Let's go to the very next chapter, Exodus 16 and verse 4. This is even before he spoke the 10 commandments on Mount Sinai, which is in Exodus chapter 20. This is before all that. Before that.
Preview.
Because he said, I'm the Lord God, I change not. I might as well show you some of his traits. Exodus 16 and 4. When you get there, go ahead and read.
Then said the Lord unto Moses, behold, I will rain bread from heaven.
I'm going to rain bread from heaven. Go ahead.
For you, and the people shall go out and gather a certain rate every day.
So every day, go ahead.
That I may prove them.
That I may what?
Prove
this
them.
This is another test on them. I'm proving them again. Go ahead.
Whether they will walk in my law or no.
Whether they will walk in my law or not. And this is the one he uses to prove the Sabbath day.
That's it.
That's the one that so the Sabbath day he's still proving.
That's it.
Give me verse 5. Go ahead.
And it shall come to pass that on the sixth day, they shall prepare that which they bring in. And it shall be twice as much as they gather daily.
Twice as much they gather daily, because you're going to have some leftovers for the Sabbath day.
That's it.
That's why you aren't cooking, microwaving, crock potting, air frying on the Sabbath day. You had to prepare from the day before, because that was a test he proved on your forefathers back when you came out of Egypt, even before you got to Jerusalem.
That's it.
Because the whole point is when you make it to Jerusalem, I don't have to pull you out from here for breaking this commandment. So that's what he's doing here yet again. And this was so important that if they had tried to deal with some type of manna that they didn't store up, it would become moldy and have worms in it and be putrid again.
That's it.
But if they had turned around and just did what he said, the food was sustained. They didn't have microwaves back then.
Nope.
But it was sustained. They had no deep freeze out there in the wilderness either.
No.
But what I'm trying to show you is that that bread was so important that some of it was kept in a bowl and put inside the Ark of the Covenant. and it stayed fresh the entire time for however many hundreds of years that bowl of manna was in the ark. Because it stopped in the days of Joshua, but that bread was still untouched. Because he's the one that knows how to preserve your food, preserve anything that belongs to you. He even preserve their clothes.
That's it.
This is deeper than what they think. Go to now Deuteronomy 13. Because for those that are aiming for the first resurrection, which I am, you are being proved now. You're being tested now. That's why you don't have to get judged on Judgment Day, because he's proving you this very moment. So now go to Deuteronomy 13, and he's going to show another attribute of testing you out to see what you made of. And this is going to be concerning the behavior of other people around you to see if you jump ship on the next shiny thing or the next thing that someone suggests that's against his commandments. Deuteronomy 13 and verse 1, when you get there, go ahead and read.
If there arise among you a prophet or a dreamer of dreams, and giveth thee a sign or a wonder.
And they're even doing signs and wonders. Go ahead.
And the sign or the wonder come to pass.
And it even comes to pass. It's a miracle. Go ahead.
Whereof he spake unto thee, saying, let us go after other gods, which thou hast not known.
So they're going to entice you, say, let's go over here to deal with this other God. Come on. Go ahead.
And let us serve them. Thou shalt not hearken unto the words of that prophet or that dreamer of dreams.
He said, you better not listen. This is a warning. This is a filtration process to see who's going to go for the okie doke. Go ahead.
For the Lord your God proveth you.
Hold on. That was all set up by God?
Yes, sir.
I'll put that there so that way I could test you to see if you was consistent or not. That was me testing you, even though they did a miracle and all this other stuff. Go ahead.
To know whether ye love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul.
Right. So that was me testing you out to see if you really love me or you giving lip service. Verse 4.
Ye shall walk after the Lord your God and fear him and keep his commandments and obey his voice.
That's right.
And ye shall serve him and cleave unto him.
Cleave unto him. That means if you ain't too close, you can get plucked away.
That's it.
So you have to use you as a prop. Cleave unto him. Like, you ain't pulling me away, because there's going to be attempts on your spiritual life through the words of other people that you may cleave unto him. Let's go to number 16.
Yes, sir.
Number 16. Because some people will go for it. And we're going to see another example of the Lord using the filtration process to remove some people that didn't cleave unto him. Numbers 16 and verse 1. 16 and verse 1. This is a test. And it's sad to see so many people that have fell victim to it in different cases and scenarios. Sometimes it's not all at once. Sometimes it's little by little. Because a little leaven leaveth the whole lump. All he needs is a foot in the door. Number 16 and 1, when you get there, go ahead and read.
Now Korah, the son of Izhar, the son of Kohath, the son of Levi.
Right. Oh, he a Levite. Go ahead. So he a priest.
And Dathan and Abiram.
Dathan and Abiram.
The sons of Eliab. And On, the son of Peleth, the son of Reuben, took men.
Go ahead.
And they rose up before Moses. With certain of the children of Israel.
Right.
250 princes.
Not just 250 people, 250 princes. Go ahead.
Of the assembly. Famous in the congregation.
Go ahead.
Men of renown.
Well-known men. Go ahead. Verse 3.
And they gathered themselves together against Moses.
Well, hold up. Is this Moses' program or is it God's program? It wasn't Moses that said, Lord, come and talk to me through a bush. The bush called out to him while he went to go investigate. This is God's program.
That's it.
Sometimes they forget whose side of the bread they butter, or they bread is butter, shall I say.
That's it.
I'm a little dyslexic today. Go ahead.
Verse 3. And they gathered themselves together against Moses and against Aaron.
Right.
And said unto them, ye take too much upon you,
right?
Seeing all the congregation are holy, every one of them.
Go ahead.
And the Lord is among them.
Right.
Wherefore then lift up ye up yourselves above the congregation of the Lord, And when Moses heard it, he fell upon his face.
That was meekness right there, because he could have said, Lord, deal with them right now. He's, no, I can see the Spirit operating on them. Lord, I'm praying on behalf of them that the Spirit that's operating in them may not cause your wrath to fall upon them and others. So they're praying for them. Go ahead.
And he spake unto Korah and unto all his company, saying, even tomorrow the Lord will show me who is and who is holy.
Now that already lets you know that God already communicated something with him.
Okay,
tomorrow at 6 o'clock on the dot, the Lord will show who's is who. So that means he already got an answer. Go ahead.
The Lord will show who are his,
Right.
and who is holy, and will cause him to come near unto him. Even him whom he hath chosen will he cause to come near unto him.
Go ahead.
This do, take your Caesars,
The censors.
take your censors,
Uh-huh.
Korah and all his company,
So he's like, the Lord set up a competition. Go ahead.
and put fire therein, and put incense in them before the Lord
Right.
tomorrow. And it shall be that the man whom the Lord doth choose, he shall be holy.
Right.
Ye take too much upon you, ye sons of Levi.
He said, you done bit off more than you could chew. You ain't even have to do all this. But now here it is. The Lord had already set the stage. Jump down to verse 12. Go ahead.
And Moses sent to call,
Sent to call Dathan.
And Moses sent to call Dathan and Abiram, the sons of Eliab, which said, we will not come up.
Now, you see how bold the rebellion is getting now? But remember, this is inside the congregation. This isn't that. This is the Edomites. This isn't the Moab. This is none of this is inside. Go ahead. We will not come up. Go ahead.
Verse 13. Is it a small thing that thou hast brought us up out of a land that floweth with milk and honey to kill us in the
wilderness? You talking about Egypt?
So
you brought us out the land of milk and honey. Now talking about Egypt, where they came from as captives. Go ahead.
To kill us in the wilderness. Except thou make thyself altogether prince over us. Moreover, thou hast not brought us into a land that floweth with milk and honey, or given us an inheritance of fields and vineyards. Wilt thou put out the eyes of these men? Will we not come up? And Moses was very much wroth.
Well, because what's happening is he's publicly accusing the character of Moses as if Moses is operating the show, when it was God that made them stay out there for an additional 40 years, each day for a year, or a year for a day, shall I say, in regards to them not listening to God earlier on. But go ahead and jump to verse 19. Jump to verse 19. Go ahead.
And Korah gathered all the congregation against them unto the door of the tabernacle of the congregation.
So they're going to surround the tabernacle. Go ahead.
And the glory of the Lord.
Because it's not nothing new if there was already war in heaven. You can't see Satan operating, but you can watch the characteristics of who he operates through. Go ahead.
And the glory of the Lord appeared unto all the congregation. And the Lord spake unto Moses and unto Aaron, saying, separate yourselves from among this congregation, that I may consume them in a moment.
Right, because they thought they was holy, but the Lord said, I'm about to get rid of them. Go ahead.
And he fell upon their faces and said, and they fell upon their faces and said,
right,
O God, the God of the spirit of flesh,
right,
shall one man sin, and will thou be wroth with all the congregation?
This one person is misstepping, and you're going to affect everybody, Lord? Go ahead.
And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, speak unto the congregation, saying, get you up from about the tabernacle of Korah,
right,
Dathan and Abiram.
So in other words, he said, well, then back up from them. Give me verse 28. Go ahead.
And Moses said, hereby ye shall know that the Lord hath sent me to do all these works. For I have not done them of my own mind.
Right, I'm not focused on my program. This is God's program. Give me verse 29.
If these men die the common death of all men,
right,
or if they be visited after the visitation of all men, then the Lord hath not sent me.
In other words, if they die a natural death, then you can tell God that he ain't working through me. Go ahead.
Verse 30. But if the Lord make a new thing,
but if he does something different, go ahead.
And the earth open up her mouth and swallow them up with all that pertaineth upon them.
Pertain to them means everything that belongs to them. Go ahead.
Unto them, and they go down quick into the pit. Then ye shall understand these men have provoked the Lord.
That's who they really provoked if they die in this different way. Give me 31.
And it came to pass, as he had made an end of speaking all these words, that the ground clave asunder, that was under them.
And all of a sudden they fell in the earth immediately. Go ahead.
And the earth opened her mouth and swallowed them up. and their houses,
their houses, go ahead.
and all the men that appertained
All the men that was around them, go ahead.
unto Korah, and all their goods.
And all their belongings, go ahead.
They and all that appertained to them went down alive into the pit.
Right, because this was a test. They said, I'm going to join on to the rebellion. And he said, perfect, I now know who I need to remove. Go ahead.
And the earth closed upon them.
And the earth closed up on them, and you're hearing people screaming because their children fell in it too. Bones cracking as they are in the pit, as the ground is covering them up because they violated and people jumped on the bandwagon in ignorance. Go ahead.
And they perished from among the congregation.
Uh-huh.
And all Israel that were around about them fled at the cry of them.
Now some of them taking off. Now it took God doing theatrics before they, okay, I should have backed up. Go ahead.
For they said, lest the earth swallow us up also.
Unless you fall in there too, go ahead.
And there came out a fire from the Lord.
Hold up. So it wasn't just the earth opening up.
Fire too.
Because God was on earth speaking with Moses. That means fire came from the Father and burned from heaven other people that was on the bandwagon. Go ahead.
And consumed the 250 men that offered incense.
So where are those 250 men at now? They have become rotisserie because they joined on the wrong team, which is a preview for the lake of fire.
That's it.
But that's what happened. We just read that, right?
That's what we read, sir.
What verse that was in 35?
End of 35.
Give me 41. But see, so the Lord removed the tares. But what we're going to watch how some of the wheat respond, not knowing everything that just happened, because God's doing the operation, but they want to place the blame on the one that they can see. 41.
But on the morrow,
the next day,
all the congregation of the children of Israel murmured against Moses and against Aaron, saying, ye have killed the people of the Lord.
Man, Moses and Aaron, y'all done killed the people of God. That means they didn't have discernment that these weren't the people of God. These were tares among the wheat, but the wheat couldn't see. So let's see what happens when sometimes the tares are plucked up while the wheat see it in ignorance. 42.
And it came to pass when the congregation was gathered against Moses and against Aaron, that they looked toward the tabernacle of the congregation. And behold, the cloud covered it.
The cloud came back. Go ahead.
And the glory of the Lord appeared.
Go ahead.
And Moses and Aaron came before the tabernacle of the congregation. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, get you up from among this congregation.
It's about to have a sequel. Go ahead.
That I may consume them as in a moment. And they fell upon their faces.
Praying for these people. Go ahead.
And Moses said unto Aaron, take a censer and put fire therein. From off the altar. And put on incense and go quickly unto the congregation.
In other words, because he's telling him what this is the break glass in case of emergency. You turn around, go get incense from the altar, put it in a censer, and run out into the congregation immediately because God has already killed them by a plague. Go ahead.
And make an atonement for them.
Hurry up. They need an atonement immediately. Go ahead.
For there is a wrath gone out from the Lord, and the plague is begun.
The plague is started. Go ahead.
And Aaron took as Moses commanded, and ran to the midst of the congregation.
He's running in the middle of the congregation. Go ahead.
And behold, the plague was begun among the people. And he put on incense and made an atonement for the people.
And he finally made an atonement. 48.
And he stood between the dead and the living.
Because they were dropping as he's sprinting through them. They're dropping like flies. So then he made an atonement. Go ahead.
And the plague was stayed.
Actually, hit 48 one more time.
And he stood between the dead and the living.
So imagine if Aaron made it right before you. If he didn't make it in the nick of time, you would have been dead too.
That's it.
Because it said he stood holding that censer between the dead and the living, letting it be known it's these men's censers I'm operating through. Not Korah, Dathan, and Abiram, who exalted themselves and taught rebellion among the congregation. Go ahead.
And the plague was stayed.
And the plague, he saved their life. Finish it out.
Verse 49. Now they that died in the plague were 14,700.
14, that's other than what happened the day before. The people operating in ignorance, 14,700. But God is cuddly and he a teddy bear, huh? You ain't been reading your Bible.
That's it.
You finish out is that in the 49?
Middle of 49.
Finish it out.
Beside them that died above the matter of Korah.
That's right. So that was a filtration process. We're in the book of Numbers. And one thing I noticed about the book of Numbers is their numbers go lower and lower and lower because he's removing the dross. He's removing the tares. He's removing the goats from among the congregation. Because you about to go into a holy land and he ain't going to play with you over there either. So let's go now to Psalms 26. Psalms 26. It's just that people got comfortable in these days because he's giving a little bit more grace to let people kind of catch themselves. It's not as immediate. So now people got comfortable. Okay, well, ain't no punishment for it. We can read that. That's what people's mind says. Their heart is fully set on to do evil because wrath is not executed speedily. So like, okay, well, I could get away with it. All right, well, hey, we about to really get down. Driving past all these spots in DC, oh, psychic here, psychic there. If Christ didn't come down the cross, I was supposed to go get a rock and take it upside her head. And be justified in doing such. He said, vengeance is mine. I will repay. He gonna deal with that.
That's it.
Okay. So I teach the law, but he does the enforcement. That's why you know the people that show up in the car always says law enforcement.
That's it.
To protect and to serve. They're actually serving the people that's trying to do right. That's why he's a force against evil, as it says in Romans 13. That's why I see red and blues behind me. I'm like, how you doing, officer? Yeah, I'm just going here. Here's my license, ID, da-da-da-da-da. Go about my day, right? Because it says he don't bear the sword in vain.
Teach.
And then you do right. If the book says you'll get glory of the same.
That's it.
That's why I work around them all the time, and we have no problems. Why? Because I'm not doing no evil.
Teach. That's it.
Let me justify that. I'm working on pulling down any evil that I'm still working through to make sure that I'm purged of it.
Yes, sir.
Because you got to kill that old man daily. I ain't perfect yet. Let me make sure that I set that straight.
Yes, sir.
Psalms 26 and verse 1. 26 and 1, when you get there, go ahead and read.
Judge me, O Lord. For I have walked in mine integrity. I have trusted also in the Lord.
Right.
Therefore I shall not slide. Examine me, O Lord, and prove me.
Who is saying this today? Lord, prove me. Look, I'm walking in what you told me to do. Prove me. Who's calling that out? Because he will do a pop quiz on you, and it's not announced. Go ahead.
Try my reins.
Try my reins. Do you know sometimes he can try you in your sleep? All of a sudden, you be minding your business. Next thing you know, who is all these women around me? Get away from me. Because you fighting against your flesh in your sleep. Because that's the computer.
Teach.
So whatever you do, you're like a robot. You have to do whatever your software is telling you to do. So you're fighting all the tests. Go ahead.
Try my reins and my heart.
Try my reins and my heart. That's that mind. Go ahead.
For thy loving kindness is before mine eyes. And I have walked in thy truth. I have not sat with vain persons.
Right.
Neither will I go in with dissemblers.
Dissemblers, because what we're doing is we're assembling and building with the word of God. Dissemblers like to take away from what's being built. I ain't hanging around with the dissemblers. Go ahead.
I have hated the congregation of evildoers.
But didn't the book say that there's a time to love and a time to hate?
That's what we read.
I've hated the congregation of the evildoers. Now, that doesn't mean that they can't turn around and do right and be accepted in the eyes of God. It's just that as long as they in that state, let them do their thing.
That's it.
Go ahead.
I will not sit with the wicked. I will wash mine hands in innocency. So will I compass thine altar, O Lord.
So will I be allowed to compass your altar. I'll be allowed to, because the altar represents prayer. So I'm allowed to pray unto you, Lord, because I'm pulling away from evil. Go ahead.
That I may publish with voice of thanksgiving.
That I may publish or proclaim with the voice of thanksgiving. Go ahead.
And tell of all thy wondrous works.
In other words, that I may compass your altar. I can pray unto you when I find myself in a situation. And when you deliver me out of that situation, I can publish and proclaim all your wondrous works of how you delivered me because I keep your commandments. That's all it's saying.
That's it.
But it said, prove me.
Prove me.
Prove me. 1 Corinthians chapter 11. 1 Corinthians chapter 11. I'm going to show that Paul understood that if you didn't get taken down by a certain wind of doctrine or behavior in the church, that the Lord has now proved you because you stood stable. You were anchored. You were not caught by that wind of doctrine that came through. And when we talking wind, we ain't talking about the breeze. For those who have eyes to see. 1 Corinthians chapter 11. Because it wasn't just a breezy day on the day of Pentecost when it said all of a sudden a rushing wind came in there. No, it's a different kind of wind if your discernment can raise to see it.
Yes.
1 Corinthians 11 and 16. 11 and 16. When you get there, go ahead and read.
But if any man seem to be contentious,
Right.
we have no such custom.
Right.
Neither the churches of God.
Right, because he's talking about a different subject, but keep going.
Now in this that I declare unto you.
And this I declare unto you, go ahead.
I praise you not.
I'm not going to praise. So if you misbehaving, Paul's going to write you a letter. I think we all understand that. He said, what y'all doing? I'm not going to praise you in Corinth. Go ahead.
That ye come together not for the better,
right,
but for the worse.
So when y'all come together, it's not y'all improving and iron sharpening iron. Y'all getting worse. Go ahead.
For first of all,
when
ye come together in the church, I hear that there be divisions among you.
That there's what among you?
Divisions among you.
Divisions, cliques, all this other stuff. That's what he's talking about. Go ahead.
And I partly believe it.
And I partly believe it. Go ahead.
For there must be also heresies among you.
Whoa. There must.
That's what we read.
It said there must be what among you?
Heresies.
So there's going to be someone in here harboring a heretical doctrine.
That's what we read.
That doesn't mean they always bring it out, but it's harbored in there. There must be heresies among you. Go ahead.
That they which are approved.
That they which are what?
Approved may be made manifest among you.
Because when that heretical doctrine shows forth and you don't leave from it, the people that remain are now approved. See, they are solid, and these other people went like the wind. That's how he's figuring out who's approved and who's not approved. Because it's a process. Just like you don't just throw your shirt in the washer and all of a sudden it just pops out, right? No, it's a process, right? It's over, and that's what's happening because you're getting your mind renewed and washed. That's what we're doing here.
That's it.
Go ahead.
I jumped up to 34.
Well, hit verse 19 one more time.
For there must also be heresies among you, that they which are approved may be made manifest among you.
That's right. Now 34. Now 34.
And if any man hunger, let him eat at home, that ye may come not together unto condemnation. And the rest will I set in order when I come.
Because they was doing the Passover. He said, do this, do that, and the rest I'm going to set in order when I get there, because a servant of God is supposed to make sure that everything is in decency and in order. A man died, David said, because we sought God not after the due order, and Uzzah touched the ark and died, and he wasn't even a Levite. In other words, when it's time, the wheat will put things in order when there's disorder trying to sprout up. But it's not going to sprout up here. We're not going to give it a chance. Let's go now to 1 John chapter 2. 1 John chapter 2. Because after the people that's made approved, we're going to see what's being said of those that go out. Sometimes we call it out the back door. That's the saying that we use. Because they don't come to the congregation and announce, I am leaving the Israel of God. They don't do that. They just quietly back up. It's that meme where Homer's like going back into the bushes. That's what they do. We call it going out the back door. It's a quiet process, but it happens. It happens. It happens. So when you see it, you're like, where's such as I ain't seen such in so long? Right. They quietly went out the back door. 1 John chapter 2 and verse 18. 1 John chapter 2 and verse 18. When you get there, go ahead and read.
Little children, it is the last time.
Really the last time. Now, go ahead.
And as ye have heard that Antichrist shall come, even now are there many Antichrists.
Right. And see, and this Antichrist is not talking about the beast and the false prophet type Antichrist, anything that goes against or anti his word. So Christ said, do this. They say, no, we do that. He said, keep the Sabbath day. They say, no, we do Sunday. He said, my kingdom's going to be on earth. No, we go to heaven. He said, there's many antichrists in the world.
Teach.
Go ahead.
Whereby we know that it is the last time.
And we know we towards the end. Go ahead.
They went out from us.
They what?
They went out from us.
Hold on, they went out from us? In other words, they left us.
It.
Go ahead.
But they were not of us.
But they weren't of us. Go ahead.
For if they had been of us.
Because if they was really of us, go ahead.
They would no doubt have continued with us.
They would still be here. If they were really of us. In other words, he's talking about their pedigree. So they were here for a season, but because they were not weak, they were a tear, they were here for a season until they eventually fell back. Go ahead.
But they went out.
But they went out. Go ahead.
That they might be made manifest.
That they might be made manifest. Go ahead.
That they were not all of us.
So now the Lord is now revealing unto you who was true in this thing and who wasn't. So sometimes what we call having a 20/20 vision or a Monday morning quarterback, where we kind of look at everything with a little clear, you're able to look back and say, man, such and such, they were here, but then I don't know what happened to them. They just, I don't know. Sometimes people catch a reprobate. There's different ways that it happens. Go ahead, keep going. What verse you at? You at 20?
20.
Go ahead.
But you have an action from holy.
An unction, a duty. Go ahead.
But you have an unction from the Holy One. That you know all things.
Right.
And I've not written unto you because you know not the truth.
He said, I'm not writing unto you because you ignorant of this stuff. Go ahead.
But because ye know it.
Because you know. Go ahead.
And that no lie is of the truth.
And no lie is of the truth. So when the lie starts coming in, it's coming through an heretical doctrine. And one thing that I always notice that there's always something that pops up around Passover. I look for certain things that pop up around the feast days. I look for things to be misrepresented on the feast days. Oh, Tabernacles is 8 days. No, it's not. It's 7 days. The 8th day is a separate feast.
That's it.
Oh, well, we still should sacrifice animals. No, we don't, because that law couldn't give life, which we could read. There's various things that people start bringing in. Oh, well, he wasn't born of a virgin. Yes, he was. We could prove all these things, but these doctrines start coming in over and over and over. And one thing that I love about Brother Bowie is someone will be asking a question, trying to get their question together. He already knows what question they're trying to ask. He's waiting for them to finish speaking so he can give the answer because it's new to them, but it's not to us.
That's it.
They just ran across something on TikTok and they, what about this? What about Enoch? What about Jasher? And then they think they found something new, and we over here waiting for it. Because it's new to you, it's not new to us. That's why you have to bring it to the front of the congregation so we can deal with it.
Teach.
Man. What verse we at?
Top of 22.
Go ahead.
Who is a liar?
Right.
But he that denieth that Jesus is the Christ.
Right.
He is an antichrist.
Right.
That denieth the Father and the Son.
That's right. So if you deny Jesus is the Christ, well, hold up. Everyone says Jesus is the Christ. No, they don't, because the one sign he gave that he would be in the grave 3 days, 3 nights, they throw that in the trash and say, well, he was born, or he was died Good Friday, resurrected Easter Sunday. You have just denied him being the Christ.
Teach.
How was that 3 days and 3 nights?
Not.
See if you could go check into a hotel and make that equation math. But I'm just showing how, because the other scriptures say in works they deny him. So their words will say a whole lot of things, but their works are showing they're hypocritical. Now let's go to Romans 15. Romans 15. Because I need to show that even when Jesus came on the earth, he was running into evil in the church. Well, when he dealt with the Samaritans, he found evil. No, he started in the church. And we're going to see that. Romans 15 and verse 1. Romans 15 and verse 1. So your discernment, you can catch it quicker. Because sometimes you can hear something and that spiritual ear takes a little bit more time before it catches. But as time goes on, you catch it quicker and quicker and quicker because the Lord's dealing with your spiritual mind. Romans 15 and 1, when you get there, go ahead and read.
We then that are strong ought to bear the infirmities of the weak.
That's right. So if someone is someone coming up the stairs and I'll have a little bit more strength, I'll go ahead and help them bring some stuff up the stairs, right? But that's not just talking about physical things, like different things that people deal with. Go ahead.
And not to please ourselves.
And not to please ourselves. But that's called being selfless. But a tear is about, well, what's going to happen for me, about me, with me, to me, me. But the mind of Christ is like, nah, we're supposed to look out for other people. Go ahead.
Let every one of us please his neighbor for his good to edification.
Right. You find a way to please somebody else. Go ahead.
For even Christ pleased not himself.
Even Christ pleased not himself. Go ahead.
But as it is written.
As it is written.
The reproaches of them that reproached thee fell on me.
So who's the one standing in the gap? Jesus Christ. The people that reproached the Father, the reproaches of them that reproached thee fell on me. I have to pay. I got to jump in front of that bullet. In other words, he's trying to say. But let's go read where that comes from. And we're doing this for a reason. Psalm 69 and verse 9.
Yes, sir.
Paul is quoting from Psalm 69 and verse 9. So let's go read it. We're going to read that one verse. Because when you have a greater insight of the cause and effect, like if my kids were to play with an electrical socket, I'm going to jump because they don't understand the implications of what they're dealing with. Christ was able to see more of the impact of the behavior, so he's trying to jump in front of it. Like Nehemiah, he was like, man, if I got to tell you again to stop coming around here selling your goods and wares, I'm going to lay hands on you because he was speaking about the effect of what they're doing. You don't think we were taken into captivity for no reason? No, we were breaking the Sabbath. That's why. So you do it again, you lies about this wall, I'm going to come and bust your head.
That's it.
I'm just keeping it plain. Psalm 69 and verse 9. Go ahead.
For the zeal of thine house hath eaten me up. And the reproaches of them
that
reproach thee,
that reproach the Father, go ahead,
have fallen upon me.
I have to stand in the gap. It's falling on my shoulders to make up the hedge. Because that's why he's called the propitiation for our sins. He's the one bridging the gap between the Father and all mankind.
That's it.
So, but it said, hit the top one more time.
For the zeal of thine house hath eaten me up.
Finish it out.
And the reproaches of them that reproach thee are fallen upon me.
Now go quickly to John chapter 2. Because that verse was a two-part. We're going to break down part 1 and part 2. The second part we just got done dealing with was showing why he was looking out for other people. And as Paul kind of lets you know that, hey, he didn't come to please himself. He's doing something for somebody else. Let this mind be in you that was in Christ Jesus. John chapter 2 and verse 13. John 2 and verse 13. When you get there, go ahead and read.
And the Jews' Passover was at hand. And Jesus went up to Jerusalem and found in the temple those that sold oxen.
Hold up. Jesus, the Holy One, has come to the temple. And the sun will shine, and the choir will sing, and the doves will go forth, and peace and good.
We didn't read that.
No. Oh, we didn't read that?
No.
Okay, read it from the top.
And the Jews' Passover was at hand. And Jesus went up to Jerusalem and found in the temple those that sold oxen and sheep and doves and the changers of money sitting.
Hold up. So it's commerce going on here.
That's it.
So they over here, they selling doves and this, that, and the other. Someone over the corner, 7-Eleven. 7-Eleven. They over here doing everything else but what God wants them to do, right?
In the temple.
The temple. So let's see what happens next. Go ahead.
And when he had made a scourge of small cords.
So that means he had to go. He said, I'll be right back. We just gotta get the hat. So then he said, I gotta go make a scourge of small cords. Right? And then he come back with that scourge of small cords. Go ahead.
He drove them all out of the temple.
Ow. Get up out of here. Scat. But they said, well, hold on. If I did that, they say, that's not Christ-like. Then you haven't been reading about Christ. Go ahead.
And the sheep. And the oxen. And poured out the changers.
Right. He probably kicked the ox or whatever, or the sheep behind. Get up out of here. Get all this away from here. Go ahead.
And poured out the changers' money,
Uh-huh.
and overthrew the tables,
Overthrew the tables. Go ahead.
and said unto them that sold doves,
Right.
Take these things hence.
Take this out of here. Go ahead.
Make not my father's house a house of merchandise.
Don't make my father's house a place of business. Go ahead.
And his disciples remembered.
And his disciples remember what?
That it was written,
Uh-huh.
The zeal of thine house hath eaten me up.
Oh, we just read that.
Yes, in Psalm.
In Psalm 69, verse 9. So he was filled with zeal as he was flipping tables because he's trying to get the tares up out of here.
Huh.
And that's when he's in the flesh. What you think gonna happen when he come in the spirit? Because it was in the church that he had to cast out all this wickedness. Because they had taken over as weeds do. Weeds like to attach and choke off other things.
That's it.
Go ahead.
That's it.
I want 17 one more time.
And his disciples remembered that it was written, The zeal of thine house hath eaten me up.
In other words, that zeal to protect this house, protect his father's house, it's like, I can't take it no more. It's like it's eating me up on the inside, as we would kind of say. That's what we're seeing happening here. But that's what the Spirit does. When the Spirit's in you, you can't stand seeing wickedness and people getting other people messed up from their misbehaving.
Wow.
Now, Deuteronomy 17. Deuteronomy 17. Because if I see someone telling someone else to do something against God, I know what the end result is going to end up being. So what do? You got to confront it. Deuteronomy 17. And we're going to pick it up at verse 9. Deuteronomy 17 and verse 9. When you get there, go ahead and read.
And thou shalt come unto the priests of the Levites, and unto the judge that shall be in those days.
Because in different days, he'll have different administrations. Sometimes it's the Levites, sometimes it's judges. So he's different administrations. Go ahead.
And inquire.
And inquire.
And they shall show thee the sentence of judgment.
And they will show you what the word of God says. Go ahead.
And thou shalt do according to the sentence.
And you shall do according to what the word of God said in that sentence. Go ahead.
Which they of that place which the Lord shall choose shall show thee.
Right. And so they're going to show you what in other words, they're not showing you their opinion. They're showing you what the word of God says. Go ahead.
And thou shalt observe to do according to all that they inform thee.
So now that's when they have washed their hands by saying, hey, I showed you everything that God said. What you do with it is on you.
That's it.
So because of watchmen, they have blood on their hands if I know what God said, but I'm not going to tell you. I'm going to keep it to myself. That's holding the truth in unrighteousness. But if I let you know, he said, hey, now it's on you to do all that they inform thee. Go ahead.
Verse 11. According to the sentence of the law which they shall teach thee.
That's right.
And according to the judgment which they shall tell thee.
Right.
Thou shalt do. Thou shalt not decline from the sentence which they shall show thee.
That's right.
To right hand, nor to the left.
Right, because just like how Moses was trying to tell the children of Israel what they should do and what they shouldn't do, when they declined, that was on their own head. But he didn't hold back from showing them what he has God had him to tell them. Go ahead, give me verse 12.
And the man that will do presumptuously.
In other words, I'm gonna do my own thing anyway.
Presumptuously, that will not hearken unto the priest.
Right, presumptuously. Go ahead.
That standeth to minister.
Right.
There before the Lord thy God. Or unto the judge.
Right.
Even that man shall die. And thou shalt put away the evil from Israel.
And the Lord's going, see, the Lord catches up with everybody. So that's why he's letting it be known. See, we call that in the legal system, they call that premeditated. So this is presumptuous is the same thing as premeditated. That's why the sentence gets worse, because it's like you knew what was right and you knew what was wrong and you chose to do it anyways because you were self-willed.
Premeditated.
Tares are self-willed. And you got to put away that evil from Israel, right? Let's go now to 2 Peter chapter 2. 2 Peter chapter 2. Because this thing, you are dealing with something that comes from heaven, so you can't play around with it. Even certain things that, like when you work for a company like a auto company or GM or whatnot, that assembly line is very meticulous. Because you could cost someone their life by appropriating or performing incorrectly on the assembly line.
That's it.
But this is even more meticulous than even that. 2 Peter chapter 2 and verse 7. 2 Peter 2 and verse 7. When you get there, go ahead and read.
And delivered just Lot, vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked.
Right. So even God had delivered Lot when Lot was among all the tares that was in Sodom and Gomorrah. Go ahead.
For that righteous man dwelling among them, in seeing and hearing, vexed his righteous soul from day to day,
right,
with their unlawful deeds.
Right, because it starts to vex you. The same way you saw how Christ was getting vexed by those bringing merchandise in the church. It vexes you when you see that happening. It doesn't make you comfortable. Go ahead.
The Lord knoweth how to deliver the godly out of temptations.
That is so true. He knows how to deliver the godly out of temptations. And there's even one coming up called the great or the hour temptation, which is the great tribulation, that he knows how to deliver the godly even out of that. But most churches don't even know what that is. That's why they don't understand what's going to happen. Go ahead.
And to reserve the unjust unto the day of judgment to be punished.
Reserve. He knows how to give the unjust a reservation in the lake of fire.
That's it.
That means you died in your sins. Or you got a reprobate mind. Now you are reserved for judgment day to be burned with the other tares. So he knows how to reserve them in that. But a lot of times, those that die wicked don't even realize that they're about to be resurrected. That's why the book says that the hypocrites in Zion are surprised and afraid because they are wondering, why am I looking at the lake of fire in Jerusalem when I was just in a car accident? Because that's the first resurrection. You have no concept of time during death. But they don't know that in the twinkling of an eye at the last trump. That's how quick that change can happen. Go ahead.
Verse 10. But chiefly them that walk after flesh in the lust of uncleanness and despise government.
Hold on, despise what?
Government.
This isn't just saying some federal thing here in D.C. In other words, they despise being ruled over by anybody. Can't nobody tell me nothing. Despise government. Go ahead.
Presumptuous are they.
Presumptuous are they. Go ahead.
Self-willed.
Didn't we walk that down? Go ahead.
They are not afraid to speak evil of dignity.
And they will boldly and confidently speak evil against what God said to do. They are not afraid to speak evil of dignities. Go ahead.
Keep going, 11.
No, give me 12.
12? But these, as natural brute beasts, made to be taken and destroyed, speak evil of the things that they understand not.
So they gonna start speaking evil of things that they just don't understand. Go ahead.
And shall utterly perish in their own corruption.
But that's just like what we saw with Korah, Dathan, and Abiram, right? They started accusing Moses, didn't realize that they were punching above what they fighting weight, and didn't realize that God held that as sin against them and was going to punish them, their family, their household, and all the people that's turned around and started jumping on their bandwagon. They didn't realize how much of an impact they were causing. Go ahead.
And shall receive the reward of unrighteousness.
The reward of unrighteousness. Go ahead.
As they that count in pleasure to riot in the daytime.
And they riot. In other words, so in the daytime, out in the open, I'm going to rebel against you. Go ahead.
Spots they are, and blemishes, sporting themselves with their own deceivings.
Hold up. Spots and blemishes, sporting themselves. What does that mean, to sport yourself? That means you are like hiding and pretending as if you are actually following God. Sporting themselves. Go ahead.
With their own deceivings.
Right.
While they feast with you.
Hold up. But no, while they feast way over there across the street.
With you.
Oh, they going to show up at the feast?
With you.
Let me get the big piece of brisket. I ain't seen you all year, but you here at the feast. Look, and we still going to make them a plate. Why? Because I expect to see them at the feast.
That's what we read.
Give me 14 as well.
Having eyes full of adultery.
Ooh, look at her. Go ahead.
And that cannot cease from sin.
And they can't control. That's no self-control. Can't cease from sin. Go ahead.
Beguiling unstable souls.
But which souls do they beguile?
A heart that have...
Which souls do they beguile?
Unstable souls.
Unstable, the ones that's not rooted. That's why I keep trying to say that wave comes through to try to pull those that's not rooted, and the people that's still around are the ones being proven and approved to be rooted in the Word of God. We're reading books. That's what I'm trying to say. When y'all see things happen, you can say, you know what? I see now the mode and methodology of how this thing operates. When you go through a few seasons of it, you say, now I see it coming in, I see it operating, and I see it trying to take people out.
So we read.
Go ahead.
beguiling unstable souls.
Uh-huh.
A heart they have exercised their covetous practices.
Uh-huh.
Cursed children.
Cursed children. Cursed children. But they're trying to let you know that this is going to be nearby. This ain't going to be too far off. Turn to Isaiah 26. Isaiah 26. Because it's not what someone identifies themselves as, their actions or their fruits identify what they are. Are you this big or are you that fig? Are you this grape or are you a sour grape?
Teach.
Are you this sweet or are you this tare? Your behavior identifies. Isaiah 26 and verse 10. Pay close attention to this verse. Read that one verse. Go ahead.
Let favor be showed to the wicked.
So when you are showing favor, even to the wicked, because you're trying to give everyone a chance. The Lord calls it to shine on the wicked and the righteous. Let favor be showed to the wicked. Go ahead.
Yet will he not learn righteousness?
And they still won't be right. Go ahead.
In the land of uprightness.
In the land of uprightness, everything is going good. Everything is sweet. Go ahead.
Will he deal unjustly?
And they will still deal unjustly. Why? Because it's not about, well, they never saw an example. No, they didn't want to change. That's what this is pointing out. That's why you start learning and growing from this. Finish it out.
And will not behold the majesty of the Lord.
And will not see the good majesty of the Lord in the end. But it's just letting you know, like Ecclesiastes said, I saw the place of righteousness, and behold, wickedness was there. So you can't be caught off guard. Proverbs 29. Proverbs 29. Sometimes you are watching a slow motion car crash, but don't realize what you're watching until it finishes. Then you're like, oh, that's what that whole thing was. Proverbs 29, and give me just verse 1. Proverbs 29 and verse 1. When you get there, go ahead and read.
He that being often reproved,
that is always getting corrected, often reproved. Go ahead.
Hardeneth his neck.
Then they really don't want to listen. Go ahead.
Shall suddenly be destroyed.
And suddenly, that's when the Lord jumps in. Suddenly, go ahead.
And that without remedy.
And without remedy. There's no fixing it when the Lord finally says, okay, it's my turn. Get out the way.
Wow.
But he gives chances. Reprove. Correct. Show the right way. And then after a while, he says, okay, I've had enough. And I can show you that there's other parables that the Lord gave talking about where the Father really had enough, but the Lord is trying to say, I'm gonna work with him a little bit. Let me dung it, let me dig about it, let it bear fruit this time. If not, go ahead, get rid of it. Because the Father says, why are they even walking above ground? He says, why did this tree come at the ground and it's not even bearing fruit?
Wow.
In other words, we can start from a new batch because this one ain't doing nothing. Let's go now quickly to Proverbs 27. You got to go backwards. Because it comes from a point where the reproving sometimes is this way, then the Lord has you do it that way. Proverbs 27 and verse 5. Go ahead.
Open rebuke.
Open what?
Rebuke.
Open rebuke. The Lord rebuke thee. Go ahead.
Is better than secret love.
Oh, you doing right. In other words, I'm telling secret love. When you're doing wrong, that means I'm setting you up for destruction.
That's it.
But if I'm on the car with you and you veer in the steering, whoa, get back on the road. Well, you pushed me, Jared, when you grabbed the steering wheel because I didn't want it to go off the cliff.
Teach.
Wasn't trying to be personal. Go ahead.
Faithful are the wounds of a friend.
Well, okay, so if I bruise you when I grab the steering wheel, hey, I'm sorry. But I was trying to do a friendly thing because we were about to head towards destruction. Faithful are the wounds of a friend. Go ahead.
But the kisses of an enemy are deceitful.
For someone that can show love and still not give no correction, he called that's an enemy. Because they don't love you because that's what in the New Testament is called the love of the truth. You won't tell them the truth and they cause them destruction. You really hate them. You ain't supposed to let no sin ride upon your brother. Let's go now to Luke 22. Luke 22. Like I said, I have a lesson that I kind of deal with this a little bit differently called the rules of engagement to show when you have certain situations, you have to engage it in different ways based upon the situation. And I just noticed the more and more I started to deal with this in integrity, the Lord started raising my understanding. Okay, now I see that. Another situation. Now I see that. He'll teach me something at work. Okay, you saw how that played out? I see how it can snowball over here. Okay. Because you operating in integrity. Like I saw this, I ain't gonna call no names, but someone said they were fresh in the word, excited. And then they turned around, they went to do a transaction. The cashier gave them a little bit too much money back. They realized and said, nah, I can't do that. And they gave it back. Integrity. The Lord just gave a pop quiz, they passed it. So now they're setting up for more understanding. Because sometimes it plays out just like that.
That's it.
It's in your hands what you gonna do with it. When I heard that story, I wanted to shout. But I said, okay, that's what's up. But I wanted to shout because I understood the Lord just tests you and you passed it. He working with you. Which means the people around you gonna get blessed too. Luke 22 and verse 1. 22 and 1. Because he gives us case studies. I call them case studies. 22 and 1. When you get there, go ahead and read.
Now the feast of unleavened bread drew nigh, which is called the Passover. And the chief priests and scribes sought how they might kill him.
Right? So it's the feast time, they're looking to kill somebody.
Yes. Go. For they feared the people.
Then
entered Satan into Judas' surname.
Whoa, then entered who?
Satan.
Where he come from? I thought that was way back in the Garden of Eden, way back here.
New Testament.
Oh, this is New Testament, right?
That's it.
He goes about as a roaring lion seeking whom he may devour. Apparently, Judas made himself a willing candidate, but he was in the church. He wasn't just in the church. He was one of the disciples that did miracles.
Teach.
Because it said, these signs shall follow them. Talking about his disciples. So he was able to do miracles, but he was still Satan. That's why he said, haven't I chose 12 of you? And behold, one of you was a devil.
That's what he said.
Talking about. And that was before the Passover. Go ahead.
Verse 3. Then entered Satan to Judas' surname Iscariot, being of the number of the 12.
Go ahead, jump down to verse 14. Go ahead.
And when the hour was come, he sat down, and the 12 apostles with him.
Right.
And he said unto them, with desire I have desired to eat this Passover with you before I suffer.
So before I suffer, you see how the Lord's letting this play out. Jump to verse 21 because they don't realize he's about to be taken or kidnapped to be taken over to Pontius Pilate eventually. Go ahead, 21.
But behold, the hand of him that betrayeth me is with me on the table.
He said, the one that's going to betray me, this tear is so close, his hands is on this very same table. But the other disciples, they was kind of ignorant, like, huh, what? Huh? They not going to happen to you. What you talking about? He's like, because see, the Lord sees more than what we see.
That's it.
And he understands how things are going to play out. You just ask that the Lord raise your discernment so you don't get caught off guard. Go ahead. Verse
top of 22.
Go ahead.
And truly the Son of Man goeth as it was determined.
Right, because he's determined to go on the cross. Go ahead.
But woe unto that man by whom he is betrayed.
But woe unto the one in here that's going to do the betraying. Woe unto that man. Another spot he says, it's better that he had not even been born. But he was going to follow through with this scripture. Because some people are meant to fulfill the negative parts of prophecy. Verse 23, go ahead.
And they began to inquire among themselves, which of them it was that should do this thing.
I wanted to see the look on Judas' face when they asked that. Who that? Whatever. Betray you, Lord? Come on. Give me some of that bread. So they are acting like someone know who it is, but he sporting himself while he feasts with them.
That's it.
Keep going. That's the end of 23?
That's the end of 23.
Give me 41. Go ahead.
And he was withdrawn from them about a stone's cast and kneeled down and prayed.
Because you focus on the Lord giving you that strength. And now give me verse 47.
And while he yet spake, behold a multitude. And he that was called Judas, one of the 12, went before them and drew near unto Jesus to kiss him.
Hold up. Now, here he come kissing, but this is the same enemy. Good master, how you been? Because he's using that to identify which, because to the centurions, they all looked alike, right? But he has to do that to identify which one is the one that they need to take. because they aren't in on it. It's the other Pharisees that were in on it.
That's it.
But Satan is operating through all of them.
Uh-huh.
But the Lord is letting it happen because he's the one in control of the situation. So go ahead and give me verse 48. And because, see, this is the part, he just has to, you shocked the Lord, he asked a question, 48.
But Jesus said unto him, Judas, betrayest thou the Son of Man with a kiss?
You gonna betray me? Not to say, there he is right there. He said, you gonna even put a kiss on top? Wow. Woe unto that man. It was better that he would not have been born. 1 Peter chapter 1. 1 Peter chapter 1. And this Bible is filled with examples and case studies. Peter was there present for it and was still ignorant. Cutting off people's ears and stuff.
Right.
Then the Lord had to rebuke him and heal that man's ear. Because he said, I laid down my life for the sheep. They didn't come and take it from me. I'm allowing them to do this. That's why Pontius Pilate said, don't you know I got powers? He said, you ain't had no power unless it was given unto you by God. So he kind of checked him real quick. Pontius Pilate washed his hands. I ain't got nothing to do with this guy. Because his wife came in and said, I've been troubled by this man. I've been having dreams about him all day. Leave him alone. Right. Because he said, no, I'm playing along. You know, like, I can't speak for other fathers, but you know, the fathers that have daughters, you know, when they have the little tea set, and you play along, right? You pouring the tea, Right, he played along, even though he could have really wrecked shop. I call for 12 legions of angels right now. But he playing along just like I do with the tea party set. 1 Peter 1 and verse 5. 1 Peter 1 and verse 5. When you get there, go ahead and read.
Who are kept by the power of God,
right,
through faith unto salvation, ready to be revealed in the last time.
Right, through faith. That's the faith in the scriptures. Go ahead.
Wherein you greatly rejoice, though now for a reason, if need be.
For a season.
Though now for a season. If need be, ye are in heaviness through manifold temptation.
So there's a lot of times that you find yourself going through manifold. Manifold means many. Many temptations. In other words, you're going to have a lot of tests because the Lord is working through you and refining you in that fire. You're actually getting better, but sometimes it don't feel like that when you're in the gym, right?
Yep.
Sometimes you just want to go home and just eat chips and watch TV. But you're actually going through the spiritual fire. Go ahead.
That the trial of your faith, being much more precious than of gold.
The trying of your faith, if you pass that test, the same way the military can put you through boot camp, you come to do that boot camp, you are much more refined, much more resilient. You're able to have an impact, and God can really use you for some advanced situations because you went through the test. Go ahead.
Being much more precious than of gold that perish, though it be tried with fire, might be found unto praise and honor and glory at the appearing of Jesus Christ.
At the appearing of who?
Jesus Christ.
At the appearing of Jesus Christ. So as you go through those pop quizzes, just understand he's trying you and refining you. If you will let the refinement take place. Some people go through a little bit and then they give up already.
That's it.
But let's go to Acts 16. Because even Paul was knocked off his high horse, as we see all the time. He had the road to Damascus moment, right? And then he had to start learning all over.
That's it.
He had to learn from certain disciples, and then he had to be taught directly by the Holy Ghost. I think 3 or 3.5 years, something like that. But even after all of that, and you're refined now, Satan knows who's on his team and who's fresh out the locker room fighting for the Lord. So let's see how he operates with someone that's fresh out, a fresh convert. That's out here doing some work. Acts 16 and verse 14. Acts 16 and verse 14. When you get there, go ahead and read.
And a certain woman named Lydia,
a
seller of purple,
right,
of the city of Thyatira, which worshipped God, heard us, whose heart the Lord opened, that she attended unto the things which were spoken of Paul.
So he's out there on the mission. Lydia she's operating, listening to the word, because they keeping the Sabbath here at this time, right?
Yep.
But that don't mean Satan ain't working through somebody else. Keep reading.
And when she was baptized.
And when she was, so he even got someone baptized. And I'm telling y'all straight up, not just the people that get baptized go through something. The person that's doing the baptized, there's other tests that Satan starts bringing around after they start baptizing people because you're scoring points for the Lord, and he does not like that. Keep reading.
and her household,
And her household.
she besought us, saying, if ye have judged me to be faithful to the Lord, come into my house,
Right.
and abide there.
Uh-huh.
And she constrained us.
That's right. Keep going, verse 16.
And it came to pass as we went to pray,
Right.
a certain damsel possessed with the spirit of divination met us.
Not too far away, right?
Uh-huh.
So now all of a sudden this other woman shows up with the spirit of divination in her. Go ahead.
Which brought her masters much gain by soothsaying.
She was a soothsayer, so she was dealing with a variation of witchcraft and brought people money by that. Go ahead.
The same followed Paul and us.
Hold on.
Followed Paul.
Because, as they say, game recognizes game. The spirit recognizes spirit. There's certain times where all of a sudden some people either have a stern look or start saying certain things. I'm like, yeah, because the spirit recognizes spirit. Mm-hmm. So now this woman starts following Paul. Go ahead.
And us, and cried, saying, these men are the servants of the Most High God.
Now it sounds like she's in support. These men are here from the Most High God, here to show us the way of salvation. Mocking them, in other words, trying to blow their cover. But it's not a real cover. They just operating on the hand of God. But she's over here being a distraction sent by Satan. Go ahead.
Which show unto us the way of salvation.
They're going to show unto us the way of salvation. Go ahead.
And this did she many days.
Because that's long suffering. It wasn't that one day. It's like a spirit locked in on them and followed them day after day after day after day after day. Then eventually that spirit raises up in you, and you got to speak to the spirit behind that woman. Go ahead.
But Paul, being grieved, turned and said to the spirit, I command thee in the name of Jesus Christ to come out of her.
So he said that to the woman, or he said that to the spirit?
He said that to the spirit.
Because you're operating in his spirit and you have the power to rebuke by the word of the Lord that false spirit. Because remember, the fallen angels was kicked out of heaven. They didn't run the shop.
Nope.
Because when you have the truth, you have the ultimate power from God, and no false doctrine can overcome it. It's just that sometimes you have to be careful on how you exercise that, because that's a sharp sword. Sharp sword, shall I say. The same way how Elisha didn't understand what kind of power he had on him when he rebuked them children in the name of the Lord, and all of a sudden 42 of them was killed by 2 she-bears.
Wow.
Because that power you have on you is powerful. You just have to understand how to regulate it.
That's it.
You got to be careful what you pray to God. Lord, deal with them, or Lord, teach them better, or restrain, whatever that is. Be careful what you ask for in this position. Go ahead.
And he came out the same hour.
And in that same hour, it had to stop. So all day after day, that patience, that long suffering, he said, so you're going to keep on. In other words, Satan locked on to me, huh? Well, I'm going to holler at the Lord. I'm going to holler at backup to get rid of that spirit that's operating through her. That's the end of verse 18,
That's
right?
the end of 18.
Perfect. Let's go to 2 Timothy chapter 4. So couldn't shake Paul, right?
Nope.
But sometimes there was people around Paul that weren't as tough.
That's it.
There were some people around Paul that wasn't as legit.
Unstable.
So let's see about someone else that may not, because it says beguiling unstable souls. Let's see an unstable man around Paul. 2 Timothy chapter 4. Because if he can't get you, he gonna aim for the people around you. If he can't get you, because it's gonna be one season or another season, he gonna try to get at you through people around you. He didn't come straight at Adam.
Nope.
What did he do? He
went to Eve.
What's up, Eve? God said you can't eat of every tree. You ain't seen these. Look at this. She said, okay, yeah, I'm gonna have a conversation here. But that she was used as the proxy to get the man, and now got all mankind. 2 Timothy chapter 4 and verse 2. When you get there, go ahead and read.
Preach the word.
Preach the word. Go ahead.
Be instant in season.
Sometimes it's a season for a subject. Go ahead.
Out of season.
Sometimes you have to do it out of season. Go ahead.
Reprove.
Reprove. That's when you reprove somebody. Go ahead.
Rebuke.
That's when you have to take it to the next level and rebuke somebody. Or what spirit? Go ahead.
Exhort with all long suffering and doctrine.
And all long suffering and what?
And doctrine.
And doctrine. So you're using the scriptures. Go ahead, verse 3.
For the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine.
The time is coming, and we're in that time when they can't hear sound doctrine.
Mhm.
Soon as you speak against their lifestyle, all of a sudden you are public enemy number one. Go ahead and finish it out.
But after their own lusts shall they heap to themselves having
teachers having itching ears. In other words, they can't stay listening to the truth. They have to go find a Presbyterian teacher or pastor or Lutheran or someone that will scratch their ears and give them a smooth words or smooth feeling because they can't hear straight truth. So they have to leave from the truth and listen to someone that says it's smoother. As the book said, they want to hear smooth things, prophesy deceits. Go ahead.
That's the end of 3.
In the 3, give me verse 7.
I have fought a good fight.
But he like, hey, I'm in here because you understand what it is. I'm actually in a fight. I fought a good fight. Go ahead.
I have finished my course.
I finished the course. Go ahead.
I have kept the faith.
I didn't drop the ball. Jump down to verse 9.
Do thy diligence.
So you have to be diligent. Go do thy diligence. Go ahead.
Do thy diligence to come shortly unto me.
Until I see you. Go ahead. Give me verse 10.
For Demas hath forsaken me.
For Demas. Demas fumbled the ball. He was part of the crew. He was wrong with me. He had a chance at everlasting life and salvation, but Demas has forsaken me. Go ahead.
Having loved this present world.
Because Satan must have offered him something from that present world. We don't know what it is. Was it the flesh? Was it the lust of the eye? Was it the pride of life? Whatever it was, Satan used that bargaining chip, something from the world that got Demas because he wasn't solid. Go ahead.
Having loved this present world and is departed into Thessalonica, Crescens to Galatia, Titus unto Dalmatia.
So that's what I'm letting you know. Sometimes when you get solid, start trying to uplift the other people. That's why the Lord told Peter, he said, when you are converted, you start strengthening your brethren. Because Peter wasn't all the way solid yet. He was over here denying Christ 3 times. But when he's converted and solid, you go and strengthen your brother. That's how it's supposed to work. Iron sharpens iron.
That's it.
And I can't sharpen you if I remove the fear of God from the conversation. Because the book says the fear of the Lord is his treasure. So that's the way that you can lose that. But let's go to 1 Corinthians 14. 1 Corinthians 14 and verse 37. 1 Corinthians 14 and 37. And the main way to make sure everyone gets a chance to be strengthened is by keeping everything in order. There's an order to this. I can't feel this way one time and feel this way that time.
Teach.
Well, you know, Brother Charles, I hear you're supposed to read today, right?
Uh-huh.
I feel like staying home and watching cartoons today.
No.
So y'all just enjoy it. Stream online. I'll see you next week. I can't do that, can I?
No.
Because there's a sense of duty with this.
Yes.
Why? Because I'm accountable for souls. So I have to make sure that the table is set, that someone understands the word that they need to hear to get through this week, because I don't know who may make it to the next week.
Teach.
I don't know who may make it. It's not guaranteed. The book says your time is always ready. You're in the shadow of death. That means like that person that's right behind you, see their shadow. That's how close death is. So this is life and death. This isn't just a convenience thing. 1 Corinthians 14 and 37, when you get there, go ahead and read.
If any man think himself to be a prophet,
right,
or spiritual,
right,
let him acknowledge that the things that I write unto you are the commandments of the Lord.
Right, go ahead.
But if any man be ignorant, let him be ignorant.
Right, because you're going to have some of this even in the church. Someone's going to be more solidified. Someone's going to be a little bit more ignorant. Go ahead.
Wherefore, brethren,
covet
to prophecy.
Covet to prophesy. In other words, you're getting in line with God's program and what he's going to do next. So you're coveting not some vain thing, but prophecy, which is the word of God. Go ahead.
And forbid not to speak with tongues.
And don't forbid to speak with tongues. It's just, you can't speak in tongues without an interpreter.
That's it.
Finish that next verse.
Let all things be done decently and in order.
There it is. It's not just all this confusion like barbarians. He said, let all things be done in decency and in order. Satan thrives in disorder.
That's it.
Or if I could get someone out the way, I could get a little bit of disorder and get 1 or 2 people quick. Or someone that can set a doctrine straight, I'm going to ask it when they're not there. Because I know if the right one's there, all of a sudden it's going to get ironed down. You have to understand it's a timing thing. You think Satan don't hunt? He's a roaring lion seeking whom he may devour. He knows when he can, he knows when he can't.
That's it.
because someone messed around and praying to the Lord. Lord, go ahead, send Michael again, give him a few lumps. Didn't Gabriel call for backup?
That's it.
Michael showed up, all of a sudden he let him go. All right, I'm out of here. Let's go now. What verse was that?
We just finished verse 40.
Perfect. Give me Romans 8. Romans 8. Romans 8. Timing's everything. He ain't run up on Eve when she was sitting next to Adam.
No.
Just wait until Adam wasn't there to now do what they wanted to do. Because that's how tares operate. You shoot the shot when you know you have the best success rate, not when you know it's about to get blocked. Romans 8. That's why Paul said, and the rest I'm setting order when I get there. Why? Because I see what Satan's trying to do. Romans 8:1, when you get there, go ahead and read.
There is, therefore, now no condemnation to them.
No condemnation to them, go ahead.
Which are in Christ Jesus.
Which are in Christ Jesus, go ahead.
Who walk not after the flesh.
Who don't walk after the flesh, or in other words, whatever they feel like doing, go ahead.
But after the Spirit.
But after the word of God, that's the Spirit that they're walking after. Jump down to verse 6, go ahead.
For to be carnally minded is death.
Because when you're carnally minded, you're setting yourself up for death. Go ahead.
But to be spiritually minded is life and peace.
But when the Spirit or the words of God is ruling how you move and behave, is life and peace, even eternal life. Go ahead.
Because the carnal mind is enmity against God.
Because there's a beef here. God's commandments with the carnal minded, it's a beef between them. There's even an enmity back from Genesis chapter 3. There's an enmity. Go ahead.
For it is not subject to the law of God.
Because that mindset is not subject to the law of God. Go ahead.
Neither indeed can be.
And it can't even be pulled in subjection. So it's always going to be a rebellious mindset. Verse 8. Go ahead.
So then they that are in the flesh.
Just like Cain was, who killed his brother Abel. So they that are in the flesh, go ahead.
Cannot please God.
And he refused Cain's offering. I don't have nothing to do with that. Because he was carnal minded. I'm just going to grab something off the ground and offer it unto God. While meanwhile, Abel's offering the first and the best. It's a difference between what God accepts and or rejects. He just uses different ways to show that thing. Let's go now to Daniel 12. Daniel 12, because this is the end result of what happens concerning everybody. Daniel 12 and verse 1. Because if you really want to be specific, he's using wheat and tares to talk about people that's coming from the ground. We're talking resurrection. When they come up from the ground, what's the end result of them? Someone's going to be wheat and someone's going to be proven to be a tare.
That's it.
But it looks like the same until they ripen.
That's it.
Daniel 12 and verse 1, when you get there, go ahead and read.
And at that time shall Michael stand up.
There you go. Go ahead.
The great prince which standeth for the children of thy people.
Go ahead.
And there shall be a time of trouble. Such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time.
Right.
And at that time thy people shall be delivered.
Right.
Everyone that shall be found written in the book.
Right. There's going to be a time of that deliverance. But give me verse 2.
And many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake.
Sleep in the dust.
That's it.
So everyone that has ever died is asleep in the grave.
That's what we read.
They're not in heaven.
That's what we read.
Go ahead.
Some to everlasting life.
Some are going, that's what a wheat is. They're going to get everlasting life when it's time to resurrect. Go ahead.
And some to shame and everlasting contempt.
And the hard-headed ones get that side. The shame and everlasting contempt. It doesn't tell you what they look like when they come up. That's going to be a surprise. It just says shame and everlasting contempt. But let's see what the righteous is going to get. Verse 3.
And they that be wise shall shine as the brightest of the firmament.
They shall shine as the stars in the sky, the brightness of the firmament. Go ahead.
And they that turn many to righteousness as the stars forever and ever.
Just like when you saw when Jesus was transfigured and he shined brighter than the sun, he said that's what the righteous is going to get. They're going to shine as a brightness of the firmament and as the stars forever and ever. Why? Because they have everlasting life.
That's it.
Forever, ever, forever, ever. Yes.
Forever.
Matthew 13. Matthew 13. So we're seeing the resurrection, but we still see them side by side. Well, how do I know which one's going where? Matthew 13 and verse 47. Matthew 13 and verse 47. Because I used to play when I came to class. I was like, I'll just listen a little bit. Yeah, until the Lord started dealing with me in my life.
That's it.
Oh, this is actually for real, for real.
Yep. Like
and then when I took it serious, I started getting serious results.
That's it.
Then when I passed on how serious it was to my wife, I was showing her how serious it was, and she understood. Then the Lord started working between two of us.
Mm-hmm.
Then some of the confusion even between us started going downhill.
Yes.
Why? Because we understand this is not about me personally, it's about God.
That's it.
And now I understand, oh, I can't just, I feel like go ahead getting a new girl. Just because it's Tuesday. I can't do that, right?
No,
Because
sir.
I have a vow and a covenant, so I have to be consistent.
That's it.
And the Lord can even block my blessings by how I treat her.
Teach.
So now I understand, okay, this is for real, for real. And when I start doing right, guess what? She does well, the kids do well, the household do well, people around her. And I'm like, that's all it was. I just had to make sure I was consistent.
Stable.
If I could be consistent and stable, then that gives other people a fighting chance to be consistent and stable.
Teach.
That's why I say I got to show up every Sabbath day and not miss a single one, because I don't know who God's about to work through here in D.C. Y'all too close to a whole lot of power, and I don't know which one of you he gonna use. But I just want to say, Lord, I did my part. You told me get in the game, I got in the game. Matthew 13, verse 47, when you get there, go ahead and read.
Again.
The
kingdom of heaven is like unto a net that was cast into the sea,
right,
and gathered of every kind, which, when it was full, they drew to shore and sat down, and gathered good into vessels, but cast the bad away.
Okay, there's good and bad being gathered. Go ahead.
So shall it be at the end of the world.
So shall it be at the what?
The end of the world.
So this is the same end of the world that he referenced in that parable. Go ahead.
The angels shall come forth.
The angels shall come forth.
And sever the wicked from among the just.
Oh, that's what the separation is. Go ahead.
And shall cast them into the furnace of fire.
Right.
There shall be wailing and gnashing of teeth.
So we are not just talking vegetation. We are talking about people. We're talking about people, yes, but he shows it a different way. John 10. John 10. He shows the same thing. So yes, they come up, but they have to be separated. But we're going to get a couple characteristics of one side that's not being removed so we can see the other example that he gives. John 10. John chapter 10 and verse 11. John 10 and verse 11. When you get there, go ahead and read.
I am the good shepherd.
And he said, I'm the good shepherd. Go ahead.
The good shepherd giveth his life for the sheep.
That's called self-sacrifice. Give me verse 13.
The hireling fleeth, because he is a hireling,
right,
and careth not for the sheep.
There's some preachers that's just in it for the money.
Teach.
So I'm not here to sacrifice myself for you in that regard. He's saying, the hireling, he's just here as long as the money is flowing. But as soon as the money stops flowing, they gone. You can't find them. Church closed. That's what happened a lot during COVID.
That's it.
Go ahead.
I am the good shepherd. And know my sheep. And I'm known of mine.
That's right.
As the Father knoweth me, even so know I the Father.
That's right.
And I lay down my life for the sheep.
That's a real shepherd that's sacrificing and taking full accountability for the sheep. Go ahead and give me verse 16.
And other sheep I have, which are not of this fold.
So other sheep that are not of this fold, I have other sheep that's not just Israel. Go ahead.
Them also I must bring. And they shall hear my voice.
And they shall hear my what?
My voice.
My voice. Go ahead.
And there shall be one fold.
Right.
And one shepherd.
18.
No man taketh it from me.
He said, nobody taking my life from me. Go ahead.
But I lay it down of myself.
He laid it down ever since. That's why he's called the lamb slain from the foundation of the world. Ever since there was sin in the Garden of Eden, it was already designated for Christ to be the break glass in case of emergency to rescue mankind from eternal damnation.
Teach, sir.
That's what that was. He said, you didn't take it from me. I know that came down in the flesh in the first place.
That's it.
Go ahead.
I have power to lay it down.
I have power to lay it down. Go ahead.
And I have power to take it again.
And I have power to get back up. Go ahead.
The commandment I have I received of my Father.
This commandment have I received of my Father. So even the Father's on board with this. Go ahead and jump down to verse 27. Go ahead.
My sheep hear my voice.
That's the difference. Tares do not hear the voice of the Lord. He said, my sheep hear my voice. Go ahead.
And I know them.
And I know them. In other words, they're in my book of life. Go ahead.
And they follow me.
And they follow me, not somebody else. Because some are misled and follow someone else. Go ahead.
And I give unto them eternal life.
And they are the ones that get eternal life. Go ahead.
And they shall never perish.
Right?
Neither shall any man pluck them out of my hand.
Because those are the one that cleaved unto the Lord when someone else was trying to tell them to say, no, do something different. But now that we understand what the sheep are, we can go to Matthew 25 and 31. Matthew 25 and 31. Same program. He says it in different ways, but it's giving the same deathly serious message. You better fight for your everlasting life. Because I'm not always going to be here. I don't even know how long I got. But I may not always be here, but it's on you to keep the fight going. Matthew 25 and 31. 25 and 31. When you get there, go ahead and read.
When the Son of Man shall come in his glory,
right?
And all the holy angels with him,
that's when he returns and sits on the throne of David. Go ahead.
Then shall he sit upon the throne of his glory.
Then he shall sit on the throne of his glory. He hasn't sat on that throne yet. Go ahead.
And before him shall be gathered all nations.
All nations. Go ahead.
And he shall separate them one from another. As a shepherd divideth his sheep from the goats.
So just like a shepherd separates the sheep from the goats, he said, that's how I'm going to separate them. Because he said, my sheep hear my voice.
That's it.
Which is implying that the goats don't listen. The goats, you have to tell them over and over and over again. The sheep are the ones that follow and do what he said. Goats are up here on the roof doing their own thing. He's using animals to give characteristics the same way he used tares and wheat to give characteristics.
That's it.
My sheep follow my voice and they are following me. The goats don't want to listen. Go ahead.
Verse 33. And he shall set the sheep on his right hand,
right,
and the goats on the left.
The ones that, you know what we say in our generation? We say they march to the beat of their own drum. That's them. That's on the left. Go ahead.
But the goats on the left.
But the goats on the left. Now we got 4 more spots. Genesis 49. Because we see that there's a separation, but we need to see some of this end of the world. We need to see some of this. Genesis 49 and verse 9. Genesis 49 and verse 9. Because he says, I'm going to let the watchman know that if you don't carry my word unto them, their blood is on your hands, and I intend to wash my hands fully clean. Because I'm not going to hold back the word of God from you, nor the understanding that he gave me regarding it. Genesis 49 and verse 9, when you get there, go ahead and read.
Judah is a lion's whelp.
Judah, that's the tribe that Christ came through. Judah is a lion's whelp. Go ahead.
From the prey, my son, thou art gone up. He stooped down, he crouched as a lion.
Right.
And as an old lion, who shall rouse him up?
Who shall rise him up? Go ahead.
The scepter shall not depart from Judah.
Right. So the scepter or rulership will come through Judah. Go ahead.
Nor a lawgiver from between his feet.
And the lawgiver will still come through his lineage, nor a lawgiver from between his feet. Go ahead.
Until Shiloh come.
Until Shiloh. That Shiloh is Christ. Until Shiloh come. Go ahead.
And unto him shall the gathering of the people be.
And unto him shall all nations be gathered unto him. We just got done reading that in Matthew 25. Go ahead and give me verse 11.
Binding his foal unto the vine, and his ass's colt unto the choicest vine.
Now, hold up. We can read when he came in the flesh that he said, loose that colt, or loose that ass that he may walk before it, and they called him the king of the Jews, right? But it says here he binds it, meaning he's done with using that. He walked through letting you know I fulfilled that prophecy, but now I'm binding that colt, or he's done with what he did in the flesh. Now to start killing people. That's what he's trying to say. Go ahead.
He washed his garments in wine.
Now that's what he's trying to say. Who takes their clothes and say, I'm going to wash it in wine? Nobody. He's using wine to represent blood that he's going to kill so many people. It looks like he got wine all over his clothes.
Make it plain.
That's what his second coming is going to be like. But nobody knows this. Go ahead.
And his clothes in the blood of grapes.
And his clothes in the blood of grapes. What grapes are these? Those sour grapes. The ones we read earlier. Those blood, that's the blood that's going to be on his clothes. The wicked, the tares, the goats, the vessels of brass, or not brass, but wood and of earth. He used different things talking about the same event. He about to do it because it's going to happen one time. That's the end of verse. No, give me 12 as well.
His eyes shall be red with wine.
That's right.
And his teeth white with milk.
That's right. But let's go now to Revelation 14. Revelation 14. Everything is a heads up, is a warning, so that way you can, like I said, make the choice of what side you want to be on. Because guess what? Those times I think I was a little bit more on the terror side, you know? And then the fear of the Lord, as it grew and increased, I understood, I got to be more on the wheat side.
Praise the Lord.
I can't play around with this. I actually have to take it serious. Because I expect for him to be on time for me when I call on him, and he has been. So why can I keep the same energy? You know what I'm saying? Revelation 14 and 14. When you get there, go ahead and read.
And I looked, and behold, a white cloud.
A white cloud.
And upon the cloud one sat like unto the Son of Man, having on his head a golden crown.
This Son of Man is talking about an angel. This is not talking about Christ. Because he's no longer Son of Man. He's the Son of God now. He was Son of Man when he was in the flesh. This is an angel that looks like the Son of Man wearing one crown. Jesus wears many crowns.
That's it.
One crown here. That's an angel. Go ahead.
And in his hand a sharp sickle.
And in his hand a what?
A sharp sickle.
There you go, because now it's time to start cutting down these tares and deal with the wheat, what he wants them for. Go ahead.
And another angel came out of the temple, crying with a loud voice to him that sat on the cloud.
Right.
Thrust in thy sickle and reap.
Right.
For the time is come for thee to reap.
Right. Now it's time to thrust in the sickle. In other words, it's time for mass death. Go ahead.
For the harvest of the earth is ripe.
The harvest of the earth is ripe. So we're talking about men here, not grapes. Go ahead.
And he that sat on the cloud thrust in his sickle on the earth.
He thrust it in the what?
In the earth.
Well, I thought we were trying to go to space. We were trying to get to Mars and go to the moon and all this other stuff. No, but the drama's coming to earth. Thrust the sickle in the earth. Go ahead.
On the earth, and the earth was reaped. And another angel came out of the temple which is in heaven, and he also having a sharp sickle.
Another angel from heaven, like, I got a sharp sickle too. Go ahead.
And another angel came out from the altar, which had power over fire, and cried with a loud cry to him that had the sharp sickle, saying,
Right.
Thrust in thy sharp sickle,
right,
and gather the clusters of the vine of the earth, for her grapes are fully ripe.
For her grapes are fully ripe. So yeah, they really set and living in sin. They don't want to hear nothing from anyone that say that they names the name of Christ. Now is the time to cut them down. Go ahead.
And the angel thrust in his sickle into the earth,
right,
and gathered the vine of the earth, and cast it into the great winepress of the wrath of God.
That's what it's called, the great winepress of the wrath of God. That's why it says like he was washing his clothes in wine or in the blood of grapes. But it's not talking about grapes; it's talking about people. Go ahead.
Verse 20.
Let's see how much blood there's going to be at his return. Go ahead.
And the winepress was trodden without the city. And the blood came out of the winepress, even unto the horses' bridles.
Right.
By the space of 1,600 furlongs.
So for 200 miles, there's going to be so much blood up to the horse's bridle for that long. You can float a boat in that much blood. But it just tells you how much blood it's going to be, which is letting you know it's going to be a whole lot of tares that get cut down.
Teach.
So you understand, sometimes you might be outnumbered, and you are. Who's all going to church tomorrow? A whole lot of people.
Yep.
Who's coming to church today?
Very few.
But how many people in church today want to obey God at all times? That's a whole nother, that's tier 2. That's tier 2. Not just tier 1. Walking in here don't mean it's automatic. You still got to go to that next level with this thing.
Teach. Yes, sir.
That's why the 2 witnesses got to come forth and condemn all the nations about their actions and pull and compel them to come to righteousness. But they don't want to hear from us. Why? Because we're descendants of slaves. As if they don't know what the children of Israel were. That's what they always were.
Teach.
That's why sometimes I try to ask some of my Gentile friends, I say, if you were back in the day in Egypt, what would you tell the Egyptians to tell them to beware of what's getting ready to happen with the Hebrews? And if you can find that out, tell your brethren.
Wow.
If you can find out that formula. Because they don't listen. No one listens until God brings pain. Until God brings pain. That's when, I should have known. Yeah, I knew you was Israel. I knew it was something about you.
Peculiar.
Revelation 19. Revelation 19. What would you tell the Egyptians to give them warning? And how can I apply that today to give them good heed and warning for what's going to come to them? How can I show this? In other words, it's not about condemning. How can I use the right tools to compel them to come in that his house may be filled? Revelation 19 and 14. When you get there, go ahead and read.
And the armies which were in heaven,
That's when it comes out of heaven. The armies which were in heaven, go ahead.
Followed him upon white horses, clothed in fine linen,
right?
White and clean.
Uh-huh.
And out of his mouth goeth a sharp sword,
uh-huh,
that with it should smite the nations.
The nations are about to be smitten. Go ahead.
And he shall rule them with a rod of iron.
Right?
And he treadeth the winepress of the fierceness.
Oh, it's him treading the winepress. Now I can correctly identify who this is. This is the same one that is. I'm sorry, we didn't read verse 13. I need verse 13.
Go back
I need 13 because it helps me identify.
Mhm.
Go ahead.
Verse 13. And he was clothed with a vesture dipped in blood.
There it is.
And his name is called the Word of God.
And his name is called the Word of God. Who is called the Word of God? Jesus. So that's the one that's doing the wine press or treading the wine press in verse 15. That's in the verse. Give me 16 as well.
And he hath on his vesture and on his thigh a name written, King of Kings and Lord of Lords.
Right, but no one's giving anyone a warning for this. They say you about to be raptured, which is misleading them and preparing them for destruction. The blind shall lead the blind, and they shall both land in a ditch. Last spot, Jeremiah 25. Jeremiah 25. There are some lessons that's very cerebral, very deep thinking. Sometimes this is a call to action. Jeremiah 25. I don't know if it's, I think I ran into the wrong person this week because all of a sudden I feel like I'm back in the locker room. It's messing with me a little bit.
It's preseason.
Jeremiah 25. Jeremiah 25 and verse 30. Like I'm having flashbacks. Because what it is, you're trying to tell everyone, hey, get suited up, get ready. Because as soon as you go out that tunnel, you don't know what's getting ready to hit you in the mouth.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Jeremiah 25 and verse 30. When you get there, go ahead and read.
Therefore prophesy.
Prophesy. Go ahead, because this is what Paul said. Covet prophecy. Go ahead.
Thou against them all these words, saying unto them, the Lord shall roar from on high.
When he get ready to leave heaven, and he gonna roar from on high. Go ahead.
And utter his voice from his holy habitation.
And he gonna utter his voice from his holy habitation. That's from heaven. Go ahead.
He shall mightily roar upon his habitation.
That's right.
He shall give a shout.
He shall give a shout. Go ahead.
As they that tread the grapes.
As they that tread the what?
The grapes.
That's still him. Go ahead.
Against all the inhabitants of the earth.
All inhabitants of the earth are about to be subject to the ruling of Christ. Go ahead.
A noise shall come even to the ends of the earth.
For
the Lord hath a controversy with the nations.
Because he has a problem or a controversy with the nations. Go ahead.
He will plead with all flesh.
He will plead with all flesh. Go ahead.
He will give them that are wicked to the sword.
But the ones that's wicked are given to the sword. Go ahead.
Saith the Lord. Thus saith the Lord of hosts. Behold, evil shall go forth from nation to nation.
When he returns, there's going to be evil or something terrible happening from nation to nation to nation. Go ahead.
And a great whirlwind shall be raised up from the coasts of the earth.
That whirlwind is what he descends in. So it says that it's going to be a cloud, a dark cloud with fire and thunder and hailstones of 60 pounds coming from that cloud. When he descends in it like the eye of a hurricane, it's called a tempest. Go ahead.
And the slain of the Lord shall be at that day.
At that day, go ahead.
From one end of the earth even unto the other end of the earth. They shall not be lamented.
Right? No one's going to have a funeral over those bodies. Go ahead.
Neither gathered nor buried.
Neither gathered nor buried. Go ahead.
They shall be dung up upon the ground.
They shall be dunked upon the ground because he's going to call for the animals to come eat the bodies that they may be dung upon the earth, just like Jezebel was. That's what's happening here. He just doesn't tell you about the birds here. So what we see is that all of this is happening at the end of the world when he's separating the wicked from among the just.
That's it.
And that is why you have the time, while you still have breath, to all the living there is hope, to figure out, am I going to be a wheat or am I going to be and or stay a tare? Because the harvest still comes whether you like it or not at the end of the world. And we almost there. I thank you for your time.
Amen.